Yeah, I was about to say I'm slacking. I need to get some jams going.
You gotta get them jams, boy. Yeah, boy.
You
All
were
right, you put them in
slacking.
there. All right, you can put them in there, but I'm gonna go and start the recap. So, recap. After the party has finally reconvened back in Angaria, some had already left to go off to Redford to deal with the Baron vampire that had been out there, while Aaron and Shiziki had already arrived at Angaria earlier to do a mission for the Dark Suns, and finally all reconvened back into Angaria, the city of Sin, the place where 1,000 fates change every day because of its avid gambling and dangerous lifestyle. While here, everyone finally just began to get settled in with the new manor that Shaz had purchased, which had rooms for everyone. It's very extravagant, to say the least. Had some downtime, people were able to gather a few things. I had a nice portrait made of myself, which is very sexy, by the way. Feely was able to get a makeover, so she is also very sexy, by the way, but not as sexy as Shaz, as far as I'm concerned.
Mm,
Um,
sounds very accurate.
yeah, it's about right. It's about right. Anywho, everyone handled their own individual business for the bit of downtime that we had left. Um, once we were
Cut off.
coming, sorry, once we were coming together to make a plan of what we wanted to do going forward. Hold on, did we just mute GroovyBot? Okay. Anyway,
Yeah. Everyone just
Kind of.
handled their own individual business.
okay.
It's the last we heard.
Everyone was handling their own individual business, doing what they wanted to during the downtime. On the last day, when we were coming up with the, I guess probably sitting down to come up with the game plan, we were all sitting down and having breakfast together when we heard a giant explosion outside. We went outside to see what was going on, and Aaron's house that he had just acquired from Gwen, which was Gwen's old house, is now in complete ruins and nothing but cinders and ash. Um, Immediately after that, a messenger delivered a letter that was addressed to. What?
Quick cast man.
Yeah.
You fixed it. It's back. You got it.
Yeah, it's just a little cantrip. Fix that. That's all. That's some hefty construction work there. Yeah, yeah,
You
man.
notice
Yeah,
one of the pieces of wood stops smoldering.
yeah. But
Aaron,
immediately, hold on. Let me do the recap, guys. Let me joke around. Let me. Immediately after that, a messenger showed up with a letter that was addressed to Aaron, which Aaron Brandon technically wasn't there, so I guess I got it. I don't know. That made it sound like the letter was from the Hands of Fate, saying basically it's already in chat. No, I didn't put that. I put the other thing in chat, but it's in there. It basically challenged Aaron, saying that if he doesn't provide answers, hold on, it was I can read right here. If my earlier message wasn't clear enough, perhaps this will get my point across. Tell me what I want to know, or I'll continue to destroy everything and everyone around you. If you think Rondel, who was the agent from the House of Chance that worked for the Hands of Fate that we found out earlier, if you think Rondel was our only agent in Angaria, you truly are a fool. We are the Hands of Fate. We are everywhere. There's nothing you can do in Angaria that I won't know about. If you wish to beg for mercy and bring me the answers I demand, I'll be in Gilstead. Feel free to bring your friends along with you. I'm looking forward to it. We grabbed the messenger that was actually running off. Turned out he was just some impo that didn't really know anything. And when we questioned him about who he got the letter from, he gave a description of Voltier, because the goggles and everything that we know he has on him. After that, Shiziki pulled everyone into the house, back to the manor, and I put down the lead box that I had Vark give me. This was something that I had sent Vark to go obtain from the Xantharian Syndicate, if I'm saying that right, out at Daggerport. I'd gotten word that there was an item there that would help us, and I sent Vark to go get it and put it in the lead box and bring it to us. We opened it up. It had a book inside that was titled Lore and Legends of the Mysterious and Divine. It also had an arrowhead in it that we don't really know what it does yet. Nobody's really looked into that. And it also, when we looked into it, had an entry about the Angel of Death, which we've been looking into, or at least Shizuki and Velastros have, without really finding anything. And that entire entry is in the general chat if anybody wants to read it. That way I'm not going to reread that whole mess. Um, shortly after that, Dorian went and cast Legend Lore to try and get some more information, and Shiziki actually talked to Phoenix about him possibly joining the Seven Deadly Sins once we could actually have a vote on it with everybody, and welcoming him to have a room in the manor. And I think that's it for the recap. If there's anything else I forgot, throw that in there. But that's all I got.
All right. So, what were you guys? What was going on exactly right when the last session ended? I think you were at the manor.
There's actually a couple things I want to do immediately that I don't know why I didn't think about doing at the time, but I want to flag Ainz down, like right now, immediately.
Okay. So you see him, this green dragonborn.
Ainz, we might be under attack. I need to do an immediate sweep of the manor to make sure that there's nothing, no bombs or anything here. I don't know if I did this last session or not, but I need to
Yes,
do
my
that.
lord. I was already on it.
Perfect. Also, is Wilhelm still being guarded? Do we know?
He is at the factory.
Yeah. Do we still?
You
have
imagine so?
Dark Suns members there? All right. I'm gonna
Yes, you do.
quick scribble on a note that's just saying Wilhelm, Aaron's house blown up, no one hurt, maybe under attack, probably Voltier. Stay safe, look for bombs, and then I'm gonna just pull a platinum out of my bag and I'm gonna cast Galder Speedy Courier and send it to him.
As I'm sorry. I've been texting Mary trying to see if she can bring up my mouse from downstairs, which I know where it is, but she can't find it. I forgot to grab it. Oh, cool. Thank you. Never mind. She found it. Awesome. All right. I'm good. Never mind.
All
right, so what are you doing?
Wilhelm. Okay. All right,
So you send the message to Wilhelm.
Yeah, I just Galder Speedy Courier, and I'll send that to him immediately. And I'll even write, when safe, come to the manor. So.
Okay. It's not even a minute before he comes busting through the door. It literally, it's like Barrett, like, excuse me, so you have a visitor, before boom, the door flies open and he runs in and just, is everyone all right? Like, you can see he's out of breath and literally ran to get there.
You found the place.
What's up?
He immediately runs over to you, Felia, and he just gives you a big hug. Like,
Seriously, Wilhelm, it's okay.
I'm so glad you're all right. I apologize. I should have stopped by sooner.
It's okay. You're fine. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Well, Shiziki, I'm kind of glad I went with Dorian and came over here, because I walked over here myself, because I would have been in that house.
Yeah, that could have been gross.
Well, I'm gonna walk over there. I gotta go check something out. Yeah, I'll see y'all later.
Well, hang on. Before you go anywhere, there's actually something I want you to do, because we don't have Elastrios. But Aaron, if I remember right, you said you can cast Identify, right?
Yes, I know how to identify things.
I'll just, I'll bring the book out. I mean, is everybody still, together? Are we all in the house in the same vicinity?
Understanding.
Okay. Well, I remember, Dorian was stepping off to do Legend Lore or whatever else, so, I mean, I didn't know if he's kind of off doing his own thing. But, could you look at this arrowhead?
Yeah.
And I'll, open the book back up, and also, I'll hand him the letter that was addressed to him.
Thanks, man. I'm just gonna kind of put it inside my cloak, and I'm gonna pick up the arrowhead and cast Identify.
Ritual cast Identify?
Yep. Actually, no, I don't have to ritual cast it.
You're just gonna regular cast it. Okay.
Yep. Spell slot. I don't use them very often.
Alright, I'm sending you a message.
Wonderful. It's great when you get messages from the DM. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not.
Oh, it's only fair. The last one that you should have got was pretty bad, so maybe you get a good one.
Yeah, right? Alright, give me a... Okay. Oh, that's wonderful.
Anything worth sharing?
Yeah, so, you're looking at an anti-angel freaking arrow. For about 10 minutes. Angels and
Okay.
minor deities. You're pretty much... the arrowhead interferes with natural divine abilities of angels and minor deities for 10 minutes if they are pierced with it.
Okay. Well, it seems like that probably come in handy against you-know-who.
Yep. You mind if I hold on to it?
Yeah, no,
mind
I think I'd actually prefer if you held on to it, Aaron.
Okay. Aaron's gonna... what Aaron's gonna do, he's gonna pull out a piece of metal out of his pouch.
Okay.
And kind of use his tools and bend a piece of metal around, and then put a piece of rope through it and hang it around his neck.
Okay.
Okay, so you're using a bow now, right?
I had the ability to use the bow, yes,
Okay.
and I have been using the bow.
I mean, I don't know if you want to faction into a bullet, or if you just want to use your bow.
Does it look like I can put it as a bullet?
It's too large. I mean, this arrowhead isn't small by any means, and it's probably about half the size of your hand. So it would probably... I mean, this arrowhead is probably 3 or 4 inches long. You probably couldn't turn it into a bullet.
Gotcha.
Alright. I'll need to talk to Wilhelm at some point, but Aaron, if you want to go ahead and check out the house, but first, before anybody leaves, where's Ainz at on that doing that sweep?
Couldn't Suzuki make it look like a bullet?
No, he can't make things. I mean, he could, but it wouldn't function the same.
Potentially... You know what? Arcana check from anybody who would like to make one.
I got you.
Well,
I'm
so
proficient in it.
Could someone make one for me? Because currently I cannot do anything because my computer, my monitor are just like being a dick.
Nick, you're loud.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
so turn
think.
him down.
I got a natural 20.
So, Aaron, you would know when... Why is Valastrios making one?
I don't know. You said from anybody. Shit. Jeez. Never mind. Fuck.
So, Aaron, that you would know this, that certain magical items and artifacts can be transmuted or polymorphed into a different form, but there's really no way to know whether that enchantment is going to hold until after you already do it. So you would imagine it would be possible, but you would also know that it's risky. You would be risking destroying the artifact if you did so.
Well,
Or you
Well,
might not.
I'm gonna tell this to Suzuki.
yeah, I'd say since we already have 2 people that can use arrows, let's not mess with that.
Yeah.
So,
That's what I was thinking too, because, you know, I'll just put it on an arrow and just shoot it into somebody's face. That's fine.
yeah, just don't do
but-
it point blank range, please.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm gonna do it from a. Hey, listen, I'm gonna do it.
At least 10 feet away.
I'm gonna do it from a rope trick, like 60 feet in the air. Don't even.
So,
Alright, where we
but yes, it looks as though
I.
Ainz is doing a sweep. So he comes back to you and he says, "No intruders have been noted anywhere in the house. Yet, currently it appears as though some of your Dark Sun's comrades are doing a sweep of the outer perimeter of the compound. However, nobody's turned up anything yet."
Alright, Just I don't know. Keep everybody on high alert. Make sure Mithra, JD, my uncle, are in the safest room in the house and watched.
Of course, it will be done, my lord. And, my lord, if I feel as though now is as appropriate as time as ever to bring a request to your attention.
All right.
I was actually hoping that you would approve of me scouting out some additional security staff for the compound.
Is that
I
the major
just need
domo?
your approval. No, this is the head of security.
Oh,
Currently,
okay.
really the only security, aside from Dark Suns
Right.
members that do sort of an extended sweep around the perimeter. I just need your approval. I promise you I'll find good men for the job.
Yeah. Do it, but I want to get with JD and have her help you vet anybody that comes in. I want to make sure anybody that we have in the house is actually going to be loyal to us and not somebody that's a double agent. Did anybody get that?
Yeah, he's wanting to hire 3 or 4 more.
Oh, man, my audio's cutting out.
3 or 4 more
There it is.
individuals. Do those numbers work for you?
Where
I
would
can hear
they
you.
stay?
Oh, sorry, my audio cut out there. Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, just as long as we make sure that their loyalties are in the right spot.
Of course. And as far as where they would stay, Sir Stormbringer, I've already spoken to Orsic about this. He would construct an additional barracks out over by the stables.
Okay, just out of curiosity, how much land do I have in this mansion? Because I've already got like a multitude of buildings that I'm building out on the property.
It's 2 acres. It wouldn't be large barracks, but it would be, something.
There would
Okay.
definitely need some type of separation between the freaking velociraptors and the barracks for the
There's only
guard.
one raptor and
Well,
a
of
unicorn.
course. Yes, can't forget about the unicorn. Of course, it would not be attached to the stables. It would just be off to the side of the compound, not central, not the first thing that somebody would notice. Of course, your beautiful estate must remain aesthetically pleasing.
In fact, I'll say this, Ainz. I want you to come up with a defensive plan if we ever come under attack, like a DEFCON 6. If we get under attack, we have some kind of defensive measures that are put in place.
Of course, and I actually do believe that JD would be the perfect individual to discuss this with.
If you need any funds, get with Barrett, and he'll make whatever funding that you need happen.
Of course, my lord.
And then
Thank you very much.
let me actually flag Barrett over right quick, and then I'm gonna go help Aaron search for his thing if he's wanting to do that. Where's Barrett?
Now, Barrett looks a little like a chicken with his head cut off, as this isn't really his forte, dealing with exploding buildings, but he walks over, seemingly a little flustered. Yes, my lord.
I'm gonna just kind of
What can I do for you?
pull him off to the side. Barrett, look, I understand dangerous things are happening right now. I don't expect you to put your neck on the line here. It's not what I have you here for. But I do need you to handle something for me. You seem to be the one in charge of most of the staff working for the manor. So, I'm going to be leaving probably for a while to deal with the people that brought this on. I need you to make sure that you maintain the manor in my absence.
Of course, my lord, and
Well, here's what that also entails. There's a safe, which I think is in the wine cellar. It's downstairs.
yeah, it's in the cellar.
There's a safe in the cellar. I'm going to put you in charge of making sure whatever finances, repairs, things that need to be paid for, you handle the finances of the house in my absence. Now, that means paying wages and whatever, if Ainz needs something for the defenses, anything that we need supplies-wise, you distribute that. However, I'm leaving the access to the safe only to you. That means not my uncle. Do we understand each other that?
Of course, my lord. This has not been the first time I've been a head servant. I've been doing this job for about 40 years now.
Alright. Well, I know you're the guy to go
Everything
to
will
then.
be handled properly, I promise.
Just, again, my uncle is not to have access to that safe.
He will not touch a single coin from that safe.
Perfect. And then I'm gonna go follow Aaron because I think he wants to go check out the remains of his place.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm going
So-
over there.
You're headed over there?
Yep,
All
straight
right,
in the
right.
backyard. Or what's left of it.
So, really the only thing that catches your eye, and it's something you noticed before, was that sort of circular scorch mark. Like, just... That was... It was, you know, you lit the gunpowder that essentially made this almost like jagged spiral-looking image on the ground. And that is still there.
Shiziki, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Does this remind you of anything? Because I remember it, but I don't know from where. Or what.
Does it remind me of anything? Oh, wait. Hold on, what did it look like again?
It's sort of this, like... It's a circle, but it has almost like the shark fin, jagged, scorched edges on the outside ring of this circle.
Well, I'm trying
I've
to
seen it
think though,
somewhere.
because I remember before you said it was scorch marks, and the only thing I could think of was scorch marks before, since we're talking about what's his face, Voltaire. When he teleports, doesn't he leave scorch marks behind?
Oh, he does.
So I'm wondering, like, is this like the same type of thing that Voltaire leaves behind whenever he's gone?
Can I roll for that? Can I roll something, Gavin?
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay. Fuck that shit. Well, can I do it with advantage since I have Suzuki's assistance?
Sure. If Suzuki's not going to make a check of his own, then sure.
I'm eating pizza.
I got a +5 of my intelligence.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. I only got +1.
Well, the next roll will just be a standard roll. Since you're doing it with advantage, but you've already done one roll, it's just another roll, like a regular roll, and you'll take the highest.
21.
Yeah. It looks identical. You've never really seen him do it before, so you don't know if there's some sort of something with how he does it that involves gunpowder, because you clearly see the gunpowder was already there ahead of time. But
Right.
yeah, it looks
Because
like
I never
to
lit.
the-
I never lit the gunpowder. I said I left the gunpowder. I never
no.
lit it.
You said you lit a fuse and you took a step back. You lit it. Yeah,
But
you said
nothing-
you lit a fuse that was connected to the gunpowder.
Excuse me.
All right, I'm gonna pull out a thing of gunpowder, and I'm gonna trace, like perfectly trace the entire thing, and I'm gonna stand in the center and then light it.
Okay. Make a dexterity check to see if you can get that sort of precision.
Even with a 20 in dexterity, it's still.
Let me think about this one.
I mean, it is Aaron with
Because-
gunpowder.
Because yeah, you know what? We'll make this a tinkering check, which that makes it a 15.
Right.
So
This is 4th of July.
you do it, and it looks like it's good. It looks like it's matching the pattern.
So I'm gonna stand in the center of it. I'm going to, and then I'm going to strike the. I'm gonna do another fuse. I'm gonna light the fuse, and I'm gonna stand in the center of it. Stand back. I got this.
Well, Aaron, let's think about if this works and does what you want it to. That means you just gotta bamf out to somewhere we don't know,
So.
and you're gonna be on your own where Voltaire might be.
I want to put a candle in the center of it, and then light it.
There you go. That'd probably be better.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a candle in the center of it, and then light it.
Hey, let me just take
Dude,
this
yeah.
one.
I literally
one-way
had
doorway.
just to prove to you what I already had. You were gonna take 11 points of fire damage. Just letting you know.
Bet.
But it destroys the candle. It melts the candle and destroys the base. The candle's still there. It's just melted.
So, Aaron, when did you find this anyway?
When I was reading my book before Dorian came over,
Okay.
I mean, it's still here. It still looks like it's functional, whatever it is, but why would you just put a random ring of gunpowder unless it meant to do something? I've already lit it twice.
Were you in it the first time you lit it?
No, I can try to go in it, but
No, see, I don't. Let me put it this: if I had to guess,
I got this. Wait, I got this.
Okay.
I'll put the part of the snake in there. Maybe that's big enough. Maybe it's the size that counts.
I don't think. I think it's like. Let me put it this way, man. Like a teleportation circle, you can stand in it, but you need to know where you're going, right?
Right?
So, I don't
Maybe
know.
you have to think of where
Maybe-
you're going.
Or know where the other circle is.
Where's Voltaire?
I don't know. We can scry him. We could try and find that out.
I'm gonna scry him.
Or it
I'm
might
gonna
just
scribe all-
be that this is like a spell component type of thing, man. I know he's got some weird magical stuff. Like he has the goggles that we don't know what it does.
Okay,
but I'm sure
I
it does
have-
something.
Okay, can I do an Arcana check on it?
On the circle?
Yeah, do an Arcana check to see if I can remember if it's anything magical use.
Yeah, go for it.
19?
You've never really heard of anything magical that requires gunpowder as a component. No, even and you're pretty solid. You're pretty sure about this. You've never heard of anything that requires gunpowder as a magical component. No spell. You've never heard of a device that needs it, and it perplexes you even more because you're thinking it as somebody that is an enchanter that makes magical items. You can poke a dozen different holes behind somebody designing something that would even need it as a component because you're already thinking of multiple different ways that you would do it different and do it better. So it just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to you.
I mean, there's nothing magical about this, Shizuki. It's just gunpowder in a circle.
Could have been a signal.
Hey, Shizuki, help me.
Oh,
I'm gonna clear
okay.
it out as best as I can, and I'm gonna fly straight in the air,
Okay.
60 feet up.
Let's see if it's like a marking.
Yep.
That's actually not a bad idea.
I'm gonna fly 60 feet up in the air, straight up, and hover over top of it. What do I see now?
So flying 60 feet up, the best view that you would think. You know what? I'm gonna make you make a perception check here.
God damn you, Gavin!
Dude, your rolls. Really, as far as you can tell, really the best place that you would think that would notice any sort of signal from the city would be any one of the mountains.
Hey, Aaron, do me a favor while you're up in the air, and this is over the amulet telepathy. Take a look to see if you see the same thing, but like over Wilhelm's
Your audio
factory.
cut out.
Oh my god.
Did.
Really? Every time. Yeah, it's just acting up. I might have to just disconnect and reconnect Discord. But while you're up in the air, why don't you like do a pass over the manor and Wilhelm's factory to see if you see the same thing, outline, whatever.
Alright, I will do that. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna tell them over the amulet telepathy. The only place I could see this signal is from the mountains, so I'm going to... How far are the mountains away?
Like a mile, not far.
And then I'm gonna go check out the mountains and see what I can see from there. I'll meet you... What time is it?
Those are like giant mountains. No. Hold on, dude. Because that's like it's a mountain range. Like that surrounds the entire city. That'll take you.
You notice one peak to like the western portion of the mountains that you would think would be probably a good spot.
It's towards the west at the peak. I can go up there. It's a mile away. I'll be back. I'm gonna go check the other places. I'm gonna go check that peak. I'll be back. What time is it, Gavin?
At this point, it's probably about 10 o'clock in the morning. You guys
I'll be-
just had breakfast.
I'll be back before dawn. And Aaron's just going to fly over towards Shizuki's Manor and see if he can see anything, and then to Wilhelm's, and then to the peak. And you can just tell me what I see.
When you do so, you're even more confused. Like, when you fly over to Wilhelm's factory, like, the area, the back of, like, in the back, like, basically the backyard of that house, its line of sight is completely blocked by other buildings. So if somebody was there, they wouldn't have been able to see it. You go over to Shizuki's Manor, and once again, the same deal. It's blocked by another manor, so you wouldn't have been able to see it either. Nothing's really making sense to you. Nothing's really lining up.
All right, I'm going to the peak.
Okay. On your way over there, you begin to get a little nervous as many of the giant hawks and rocks, as in ROC, which are basically just giant birds, have taken notice of you. They haven't done anything, but the Durham Rune Mountains aren't exactly the safest. They're a very wild mountain range. So you're sort of on high alert, but you arrive at the peak and make a investigation check, because your rolls have been so great tonight.
At least I have a plus 11 with this investigation, okay? Oh, almost a 20 and it dropped to a 14.
Yeah, I saw that. It doesn't appear as though anybody was there. Now, the giant rock nest to your left and the shadow hovering over you, that's definitely there. But as far as you can tell, there has been no human being or no humanoid type creature that has set up anything organized there at all. You don't see any footsteps. Just
How far in the air am I?
This peak, thousands of feet.
Awesome. Like thousands plural?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to jump off, pull my wings out just to glide, and I'm going to go straight down, and right when I get to about 300 feet, I'm going to shoot the gun, angled it out to the ground, and warp shot.
Okay, yeah, make an attack roll, just a d20 to make sure you don't misfire. I would have laughed if you misfired. Yeah, it happens. You angle out a little too shallow to the point where you probably would have hit the ground, but your warp shot breaks your momentum, and you carry out of the teleportation onto the ground a nice, like, anime-style slide across the sand.
I'm going to kind of dust off my jacket, kind of straighten it back up, and then I'm going to walk to Suzuki.
Well, I'm back in the banner. I didn't just sit there.
Yeah, he's going. Well, he's going to the. Well, then I'm going to the
range.
I'm going back to the manor.
All right.
While you're doing that, I'm going to see if there's anything else that anybody wants to do.
Yep.
I'm going to excuse myself. Excuse me, gentlemen. I've forgotten something at the shop. I have to go. I'll be right back. And then I make like I'm headed towards either like probably another clothing shop. Like I forgot something at the clothing shop.
Okay.
And then okay.
So for this is actually a. I'm sorry, Sean. I'm kicking you out of your office again.
He's walked away. I'm assuming he's going to mute it though.
Okay.
I cannot hear him.
Well, like, do I need to make it so just I don't hear it, or is it like a private conversation?
This is private. Like, this is everybody moved to another channel. You can record it, but I don't want it streamed.
Well, I mean, I'm recording it anyway, but like
like the same way you handled it last time.
Well, then do me just because I'm not up there. Just pull Kelly down to one of the other channels, and the rest of us will just stay in this one. Because I'm downstairs right now. I'm not even in the room with her.
Is there? I kind of want it recorded though. I don't want it streamed, but I kind of want it recorded.
Okay.
5 seconds. Let me come upstairs. I know. He's got to get a glass and ice.
Well, I was.
Now he's mad about it.
So here's what has to happen if you want it recorded, because I have to stay in the channel so that my headphones hear it. So I'm going to take off my headphones, leave them here.
Yes.
Everybody else has to leave. But
Yes.
I will stay in the channel, but I'll just have my mic muted.
All right, good deal. And I will let you guys know when you can pop back up.
Yeah. Secrets and more secrets.
Alright,
Yeah.
I just got back. What's up? What are we doing?
Everyone's leaving because Kelly has secrets to the DM, so everyone has to
Alright,
leave
I'm gonna
again.
go make some coffee.
Have secret times.
Yeah, we're doing
Whisper.
another hush hush.
Whisper.
Text us on Discord.
Will do. I'll let you know whenever we're all set again.
Well, I can't move to a different channel, so I guess I'm taking my head.
Mm.
I can move you to another. Oh.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, that'll do too.
All right, Tony, you're still here. I'll just go ahead and move you to another channel. If I can
Okay, uh-oh.
move to. I don't know if I can move him. I can. Cool.
Womp.
All right. So, when you step outside, you see sort of almost like a faint shimmer of what looks like Relicanter. You can tell he's not really there, though. You're experienced enough with magic, and you can tell he's sort of projecting an image of himself into your head. But it looks as though he walks down sort of an alleyway. He doesn't say a word.
What do you want?
What have you found out for me? I've been very patient, and I gave you an opportunity to save your comrades and to play your part. Now, what do you have for me?
Sidebar, what the fuck is he talking about?
Remember, he wanted you to
No.
find out information about how
like
Shiziki is
9
blocking
games
his
ago.
sight.
Jesus. Oh, this is not going to be as eventful. Because I still have no idea what you're talking about. I don't recall any of this conversation. Fuck.
So the last time he talked to you, he basically he gave you instructions that you're to find out why he can't see, like he can no longer get glimpses of Shiziki's future past a certain point. That's what he kind of tasked you with finding information out about.
Yeah, but I
Under
can't even answer the question. Oh my
multiple
God.
threats.
This is what I'm not a good game player.
It's all right. It was a while ago.
Yeah. I don't have anything written down. Shaz would have their shit written down.
He
I
says,
don't even
"Don't
remember
tell
why."
me you've discovered nothing. As your other ally, the dwarven fellow, I can no longer see his future anymore either."
I'm afraid I don't have anything for you right now. Getting them
That
to...
is very unfortunate.
I'm
How
trying.
would you expect me to react in this situation? What do you think a fair and just god should do when someone is given a command by him and they disappoint him? How do you feel as though I should act?
They would allow a second chance and forgive me?
You will have your second chance.
Oh,
However, if you or your friend Wilhelm disappear from my sight, in the same way that your friend Dorian has, then I will be forced to act. The moment that your friend Wilhelm disappears from my sight, pretend how you will, something very unfortunate will befall your family. Or, the moment you disappear from my sight, something very unfortunate will befall your friend Wilhelm. I feel as though I have been very fair with you. I have not taken any actions against you or any of your members yet. But do not test me.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
I sense hesitance in your voice.
I'm just scared to this.
Well, you are
Right.
right to be.
I'm just sitting there, like standing there trembling, like, don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me.
You can tell he's not actually there.
No, I
It's-
know, but I know he can see me kind of a thing. It's just like, you're a powerful guy. You could probably still kill me from wherever the hell you're at.
Now, tell me whatever it is that you do know about anything. Has anything happened?
You're asking me to do it. You're outgame. You're. I don't take notes. I'm a terrible game person.
You're fine.
God, no, it's terrible for like viewing. It's just not gonna go well. I feel like I need to find Chaz's notes and just start reading those out loud. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read in game. I'm gonna summarize the game, but I'm not gonna do it out loud because everyone already knows. Ta-da! Sir, is what I recall.
I know that you are in Angaria. Has any major events happened? Give me something here, for I am giving you a second chance.
Yes.
Like what?
Well, an entire house disappeared not but maybe less than an hour ago. It appears that Aaron Black has been attacked. Although I'm not clear by who. But he means business.
Me?
Hmm.
I can assure you, and believe me, if I was responsible for such a thing, I would tell you. I had nothing to do with any such attack against your member. Much less, I would not do something so public as to blow up a house.
It was pretty loud. And quite obvious. We haven't
So-
entirely figured out who it was, but we do have a general idea.
And who do you believe it was?
Judging by the markings left behind, I think it's Voltaire. Or someone of his level.
That's nonsense. Voltaire is with me right now. He could not have been responsible. He has
He's
not
leaving
left my
behind
side.
this same signature.
I'm telling you what I know. At this point, he appears fairly irritated. Voltaire has been with me the entire time.
Okay, okay.
He has not left
Then-
my side within the last several days.
Then
if
our
somebody-
main... Yes.
If somebody is leaving behind that mark, then somebody is attempting to make it look as though it was him that committed the act. But I can assure you, he is not immune to my sight.
Okay.
And I have kept my eyes on him non-stop. He is not the one responsible for this.
I'm just shaking my head like, oh, okay. Yes,
So now you have another task.
yes.
Discover who it is that is attempting to frame one of my trusted men.
Of course. Already on it.
Now, I have important business to attend to. I expect to hear something from you the next time that we talk.
Yes, sir.
And do be advised, you may wish to keep some distance from your friend Shiziki, for if you disappear from my sight, if he does whatever it is to you that he has done to your friend Dorian, to the where I can no longer see him either, you will not like the outcome, nor will your friend.
Right.
That is all. As he, without a pleasantry at all, his image disappears and leaves you standing alone in an alleyway. Which suddenly, afterwards, you realize you were in the Despots district, is where he led you to, which is sort of like the poor area. And it almost like it startles the shit out of you when suddenly your focus is grabbed with somebody coming up from behind you and putting a hand on your shoulder saying, "Excuse me, miss, can you spare some coin?"
Oh God! No, I'm sorry. I don't have any coin on me.
But perhaps a ration,
I take
a bite to eat.
I take 3 of my pearls in my hair and I give them to him. Perhaps you could pawn these instead. No,
Why,
genuine.
thank you, miss. You're very kind.
I'm shaken, but I attempt to find my way back to the house.
I'll let them know that they're good.
Okay. Cheers! I heard you. Yeah, come on in. Nope, you're going the wrong direction.
I'll just move them all up there. Well, I'll wait. I guess I'll let them do it.
He's back.
Okay.
He just make himself drink.
Kind of back.
Brandon AFK.
Yeah, he went. Yeah, he went to go get a cig.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so we... I don't know what is going on now. Like, are we still at the manor?
Moved him up. He's, I'm guessing, isn't back yet.
Alright. So, is everyone at the manor? Are we here? Are we... I don't know what's going on.
That's my understanding, but
I'll tell you what, while we're waiting on Brandon, since Felia's not there, I want to go flag down Wilhelm. Where's
yeah,
Wilhelm?
you see him.
Wilhelm!
Hold on one.
That's alright, my audio just cut out again. Hold on, let me disconnect and reconnect to Discord, see if that fixes it. Since it's being janktified.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. So Wilhelm, he sort of clasps one of your hands with both of his. Shiziki, my friend, are you well?
I'm good, I'm good. How are you, Wilhelm? I didn't really get a chance to talk to you since you got into Angaria. Is the ship coming along fine?
The ship's great. It's in better shape than ever. I made some improvements to it when I built the new engine, as well as a bit of a new paint job and a new name.
Good. Well, Wilhelm, if I haven't already said, I want to let you know you're always invited to the manor. If you want to claim a room, I know you have your factory just down the way, but you're always a welcome guest here. But I do have a couple favors to ask of you, and I hate to do that in the mess of all this, but maybe there's something you can help me out with?
Of course.
Oh, I don't know if you've seen, but Phoenix seems might be a new addition to our little merry band of misfits here. I was wondering if there's a way you could get another amulet of telepathy. Maybe we could get one for him.
Small stock on the ship. I could fetch that for him. That wouldn't be a problem.
Alright, and I also had another project. It might not be anything major, but it may. But, I wanted to know, is there any way that the prismatic cannon that you had on the Arcanobots, is there any way that you might actually be able to shift that and put it on a mount?
I believe that would be possible. It requires a very large power source, so it would require, of course, a rather sizable battery to be affixed to the mount with it.
If it's something you can do, I don't know if you've seen my good pet Jumbaloo. but I was wondering if I could put something
I've
on.
heard your good pet Jumbaloo.
In fact, let me give you a visual aid. I actually wrote up a schematic to show you kind of what it is I'd like to make. And I will reach into my bag and there we go. And I'll give him the schematic. And I put it in the general
literally
chat.
made one. That's a rather interesting drawing that you've made.
I mean, I figure that's everything you'll need to, see what I'm trying to visualize.
Can't believe you took the time to actually make that.
You can tell it's me because the cloak is billowing off the back.
And it's not the large phallic object in your hands.
Just saying. I was thinking maybe two cannons, but if that's too much, just the one.
I think we'll start with just the one. But, yes, this is certainly all the visual aid that I require. I see exactly what it is you have in mind.
Thank you, Wilhelm. Let me know if you need anything else. And again, if you need any funding, just speak with Baron.
I will definitely do so. He chuckles at your interesting art project. Yes,
I was hard on that.
I can tell. It's very good. It's very good. If you had a second one, I would pin it up on the wall of my ship.
You're not gonna pin this one on the wall of your ship?
Oh, are you giving it to me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it right there, right next to where I store all the food. Right there.
Okay.
I'm
going
gonna...
on the fridge.
That's kind of what I was getting at.
Oh, because that's very appetizing.
Alright, I'll rejoin the rest of the group. When everyone's done, I would like to have a house meeting, so we can kind of come up with a plan. But I'll let everybody do what they're doing now.
You see Philia stumble back in.
Stumble?
She appears to be carrying walk back in. She appears to be carrying a stick of lipstick.
Alright, what was she doing when she left?
I don't know, she's carrying a stick of lipstick.
Does it look like she was doing something suspicious?
Don't be suspicious.
Don't
I mean,
be suspicious.
not outwardly. Make an insight check.
Oh, okay.
And Philia, make a charisma check. Just a solid charisma.
Look points. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She appears almost like...
Oh, then the audio cuts out. She appears almost like blank.
He actually stopped talking.
Well, all the music stopped too in my ear.
She's carrying herself with a bit of anxiousness, and she's hiding it well, but you're very astute, and you pick up on it a little bit.
I'm quite astute. Yeah. Hey, Philia. You good? Everything alright? Mind if I ask where you were, off to a moment ago? Does she look drunk?
No, she doesn't look drunk.
Okay.
She...
Fucking... Hold on. Let me restart Discord. I thought we were beyond this. I thought we were beyond this. There we go. I'm back.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, man.
Like, her voice has a bit of a... almost has a bit of a shakiness, like a bit of a quiver to it. But... that's what you're able to pick up.
Shady as fuck. No, I don't know. Alright, I'll circle back to this. Anywho, yeah, I'm still just, once everybody gets done, we'll do the house meeting.
So you're calling the entire staff together?
No, not staff, just
Okay, just the sins.
all the sins and whatnot, all the PCs here.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, everybody appears to be there.
Yeah, fuck those NPCs. Dorian's not there.
Where is Dorian?
Well, if you must know, since Felia left and he has no room for privacy,
Privacy you can have there.
yeah, well, he's been in her like little makeup mirror thing, braiding his beard, just redoing it.
Oh, okay.
He's been in there for a couple hours.
Well, then Dorian's not there. You can call for him if you want, but he's not there
I
apparently.
will call for Dorian.
There is
Light
no
bulb
answer.
can-
Just
I'll just write down important discussion, need your input, can't do without you, XOXO, Shaz, and I will cast Galder's Speedy Courier and send that to Dorian.
Okay, you do it. And Dorian, you see a spectral set of arms holding an unassuming chest in front of you. You know automatically that there is a letter inside, and it is from Shiziki.
I open it up.
There's a letter inside, and it is from Shiziki.
Yeah, what does it say?
It says, important meeting to discuss, can't do it without you, XOXO, Shaz.
Alright. Oh, I just mumbled to myself, well, I mean, I'm only halfway through this one braid, and I guess I can come back. He can wait. I'll make him wait like 5-10 minutes while I finish. It's only been a couple hours since I started.
Okay.
Yeah.
About 5 or 10 minutes later, I guess, you would see Dorian walking in with a half-braided beard.
No, it'd be fully braided. I mean,
Fully?
a couple
Okay.
hours. Yeah.
Then he has two... Is it two, or is it just one?
No. Well, I mean, you know, his mustache is pretty long too, so his mustaches would have braids at the end of them, and definitely like some clasps on the end to hold them together, and then his beard is 2 more braids. Rather than just the one big braid, it's 2 braids.
He has a magnificently braided beard.
And mustaches.
And mustache.
Mustaches.
Yes, that.
Anywho.
So it appears as though everybody is gathered.
Alright. Alright, everyone, I would like to bring up some issues and address the group here for a few things that I think...
Dorian raises his hand.
Yes, Dorian?
Is this about a certain someone wearing a little too much perfume lately?
We can open it up for that discussion.
I mean, I do have allergies, you know, just... And then I just glare, like, not even, I just stare daggers at Shiziki.
I don't even wear perfume. That is my natural musk, good sir.
I mean, I wasn't just saying anybody doesn't blink.
I'll just turn it around very quick and do a quick prestidigitation on myself to make sure that I'm nice and clean and I don't, like, reek of any scent.
I mean, you were already didn't smell bad,
It
but
smells like lavender, tea tree oil, lemongrass, spearmint, literally like every type of little bit of... And then he just like smells his beard. No, sandalwood, that's me. Everything else that smells like flora and fauna, him. Every day. Like I wake up and I just get punched in the face with lavender.
Well, that sounds like a severe problem that we can address later. Also on the docket, while we have everyone here, first and foremost, I want to take a vote. I suggested this before, but I wanted to make sure everyone's here. I think Phoenix has proven himself pretty well here, and I'd like to give him an official invitation to the Seven Sons. So we don't need to make a big thing about it. We'll just go ahead and get straight to the vote. All in favor? Raise your hand.
Dorian raises his hand again. I thought we did this yesterday.
We didn't have everyone here.
Everyone was here. I counted, except for Wilhelm.
Brandon wasn't here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, well then give me the money back.
The money. Never mind. Anyhow, all in favor?
Yeah, I give him 1,000 platinum.
I think everyone raises their hand. Does anyone oppose?
Aye.
Was that an aye as you oppose?
Wait, what? Which one? Which one's means yet? No.
Good, everybody's on the same page. We're all in favor. Phoenix, welcome aboard.
Wait, what were we voting on again?
Yeah, because me joining is not very important.
Alright, you get your own
Don't-
parking spot. If you want to get a raptor at some point, there'll be a spot outside. You know, you just gotta let...
Can I get employee of the month?
Sure, but then you have to work for me.
Oh, true.
Dorian leans over towards Fila. Who is this guy again? So was this the important thing to talk about? I was kind of in the middle of something.
There's a couple things. We'll wrap this up
Oh,
quickly.
okay,
Two,
okay, alright.
just out of curiosity, when y'all left Redford,
Mhm.
I never heard anything about that. What state did you leave the town in?
Oh, that is a really good question. And I was so concerned. I think we left it in a pretty decent state.
Was anyone in charge when you left? You did kill the Baron.
No, we didn't.
assume. Okay.
No,
I'll
he
just do a quick
disappeared.
scribble on the paper and just write down leadership removed, no law, plan accordingly. The people that did that, as I said before, were just, it was a sins that made it happen, and they're at the manor now. If you want to send any compensation to them, and I'll take that note, cast Galder Speedy Courier, and send that to Vivi.
You get no letter back, so yes, you imagine that he has received a letter.
Just so that y'all are aware, I did go ahead and I didn't think we'd have anybody to actually keep law in the town, so I dispatched troops from the Dark Suns to Redford, just to kind of make sure that I don't know, the city was maintained.
I mean, they had some kind of order.
Alright, who's that? I keep having static come out. There we go. And finally, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about myself, and I know that sounds like a big boring thing, but I think that it's gonna be in everyone's best interest to know. And again, there's no house staff in the room, right?
Nobody is present other than the members of the Sense.
Okay,
And Wilhelm.
that's fine. Wilhelm can be there.
Dorian raises his hand again.
Yes, Dorian.
Are you a vampire?
I am not.
Oh, okay. Because I would know. It was a trick question. I cast Divine Sense.
Glad to keep me on my toes.
Yeah, you sense nothing with your divine sense.
Okay. Yep, just checking.
So, I had a theory, a working theory that I wanted to bounce off of everyone here that kind of came to me after we took a look in the book. And I think I might have a connection with the Angel of Death. So, to tell you that story, I have to kind of break things down a little bit here, and I'm sorry if I'm going to run on, but I'm sure you're all used to that by now. but I think I might be related to him. I think that's the tie-in. I've been having a sneaking suspicion for a while because of what my patron has told me. And I need to tell you guys a bit about my childhood. It's not going to be as long and boring, trust me, but I need to let you guys know, and I keep this usually to myself, but I feel, well, we've been traveling together long enough, so might as well go ahead and let you in on my secrets here. I don't know my birth parents. I never have. Which, as a changeling, I know that it can seem odd. I was raised by half-drow. That's why I keep this form. I didn't know that I was a changeling until I was a teenager. And the thing about that is my father was also a hexblade. He had a pact with the same patron as I do. When he made that pact, he had to make a deal. And I only know this because he told me about it. My patron hasn't even told me. But he said to be able to get these powers, he was going to have to make some kind of sacrifice. Some major sacrifice of something very close to him. But he didn't know what it was at the time. I always assumed that it was his life, my mother's life. They were both murdered. But I think it is actually his actual child.
Your audio cut out.
Fuck me.
When you say that, I don't think, and his audio is cut out. I don't think he can hear you say your audio cut out.
Yeah, I can hear it now.
Oh.
Hang on one second.
Oh.
Let me see your headset.
Okay. You good, dog?
Make sure it's recording. Okay.
In fact, to do this, I'm gonna have to step outside the room to make sure. So, that we don't relay information. So I'm gonna step outside the room while I just do my little spiel here. Alright, so what was the last thing you guys heard?
Your parents being murdered.
Yeah.
Alright. So my parents were murdered because I grew up in a town that doesn't accept people like me. So when the townsfolk found out who I was, they stabbed my father in the back, they burned my mother to a crisp. They burned our house down with her in it. I just always assumed that was the sacrifice. But I think it might have actually been their actual child. So when I found out I was a changeling, I looked into it as best I could. There's not a lot of information to be found. And I wanted to know where I came from. And I found, through various books and lore, that something that tends to happen is trickster demons will switch out babies. They'll switch out a regular baby with a changeling baby after somehow influencing it to take the form of the child they're switching it out with. And the parents then raise it thinking it's their own child, just to play one giant prank on them. I think that was the sacrifice. My parents raised me not knowing that I was something else until, again, like I said, I was a teenager. I think I'm actually related. Somehow, whether it's my father, grandfather, something else, to this angel of death. It's the only thing that makes sense that I can figure out from here. For whatever reason, I can block some of Relicanter's abilities. That's why he was so pissed off at us. And then there's another entry in here that says that they become more powerful. That's what happened when we went up against the Avatar of Annihilation. I took on some weird different form that I haven't done since. So, I think that's the tie-in. I think that's the theory. I don't know anything else about this more than what I can lay out here, but if anybody has any other ideas, theories, I'm all ears. But if Relicanter wants to know why I can block his divinations, I think this is it. Thoughts?
Dorian
So,
raises his hand. So,
We're like, no.
I do have one concern. The tap of ale that you installed the other day,
Yeah.
it's not true dwarven ale. I just wanted. I know I'm being a little bit picky, but I'm just saying it's still good, but it's not true dwarven. Just saying. I mean,
Wilhelm speaks up and says, "So your concern is that this divine entity that by some means that by having this divine blood, it makes you immune to the sight of deities. Now, I'm not a religious man myself by any means, but I do know that gods are able to detect each other. So I'm not entirely sure that that would be 100% of the explanation."
I don't think it's everything either. More of this, I didn't always have the abilities that I have. I think something's been unlocked, awakened, as I've gotten stronger.
oh, Dorian's hand shoots up one more time. Oh, do your shadow thing real quick.
Actually, not in shadow mood feeling today. I've kind of knocked that already out earlier in the day.
So you can't do it again?
You know what? Sure. Hold on, and I'll reach into the soul stone, and I'll just do a quick activation of that.
Okay. Yeah,
What
it
is-
recharges a use.
And then I'll go into shadow form.
Alright, now I use Divine Sense again.
You detect a celestial.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. See, that's what I thought earlier. Makes a lot of sense. Oh, you see that when Dorian uses his Divine Sense, his eyes just go pitch black. And he just kind of looks at you up and down a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Do you care to share with anything that you've discovered there, Dorian?
Oh, yeah, you definitely have celestial blood. That's 100% true. I mean, I've known that for shit. How long have we been traveling?
For a hot minute.
Yeah, I've known for quite a while. I mean,
It's great.
Um,
I haven't known this for quite a while. You could have told me.
I didn't think it was relevant. In all honesty, I mean, it was like one moment you go into transformation. I mean, you're the one that transformed yourself. Why would I have to tell you that? I just kind of figured and assumed that you already knew.
Now, do me a favor. Next time, just talk down to me. You know, when you get these working theories, just go ahead and just to play safe. I can see how you could think I would know, but that doesn't necessarily mean I will know, or maybe I do know, but I like to play dumb. You just go ahead and fill me in.
Alright, so, as some of you know, my God provides me the ability to see things. I can see celestials, fays, undead, fiends, demons, devils. Well, when you do your shadow thing, and then he kind of makes like a silhouette with his hands, and it's like, you're a celestial. But when you're not in your shadow thing, you're not a celestial.
Does
Does that make sense? Yeah.
I mean, I guess that does make sense, because whenever Relicanter was there when we were in the fight, I was in shadow form during the fight.
Oh, yeah, Relicanter. Yeah, I think he's a celestial too. Pretty sure.
So, last bit of business then. What do we do now?
Oh, Gavin,
What's up?
is Philia's dog out?
Ophelia, is your dog out? I think you brought it back out.
I don't recall though.
What does
I'm
her
pretty
dog
sure you
come
did.
across as?
Okay.
What can you detect with that?
Fae, celestial, undead, fiends.
Yeah,
It's
none
like
of the
a-
above.
It's like a couple
Use your
different
dog.
things.
Womp.
Yeah, basically, if it's like a devil, demon, undead, celestials.
Yeah, none of the above.
All right.
So,
Alright. Well, I think if we want to get any more answers or anything, we're probably going to have to deal with Relicanter. To be honest, I'm kind of fucking done with this guy anyhow, and I really don't want to do anything else and then have him just keep popping in and be like, oh, hey guys, I want to murder your face hole.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna say this. I'm going to leave before Dorian asks me to turn into my form, because I don't want to know what the hell I am once I change. Thanks. Have a nice day. Bye.
I've already seen you. Nothing pops up when you change.
Is that true, Gavin?
Make an insight check!
yeah, make
Yeah,
an
I'll
insight.
make an insight check on that. Fuck yeah, I'm making an insight check on that. Give me a second.
Gavin, you want me to make a charisma check?
Yes.
Oh. I will roll my metal d20 and I'll send you a picture of it, Gavin.
Or you could just roll it in the game.
No, I don't want to do that. Yeah.
I got a 28.
Well, damn.
Dude, you have a plus 10 to your insight?
Yeah, I got a plus 10 on my insight.
How do you have that high of an insight?
I got
I'm proficient in insight,
And he has wisdom.
and I have a shit ton
that's
of wisdom.
Right, that's right.
Let's see. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
man.
right, because I have a 19 in wisdom.
he's just really hard to read, man.
What did you?
Did you send me that picture, Tony?
Do you really want me to take a picture of it?
Yeah, I do.
That's what I was saying. Just roll it in the game.
Yeah, because that's. I don't want you fibbing that shit.
No, I got a 24.
It seems as though he's telling the truth.
Even with my 28 that beats his 24.
Yeah, it seems as though he's telling the truth.
Okay. Well, that sucks. And she just keeps walking.
So,
I will say,
oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I will say that Dorian has never lied to any of y'all. Just saying,
To think.
Dorian has never lied to any of y'all. Other people, I mean, he has obscured the truth slightly to other people, but he's never
Metagame,
lied to any of y'all.
did Dorian actually know, well before anybody else, that Shaz is part Celestial, or is Celestial, or whatever?
Yeah, Gavin told me like a long time ago when you first used your shadow form.
It wasn't when he first used it.
When I got the boon and I was able to see celestials, that's when I was able to do it.
It was at the necropolis whenever you first detected it.
Yeah,
Well,
because that was right after I got
I
the
wanted to
boon.
call you out on bullshit, but I guess I can't. Alright, yeah, sure. Sure.
Yeah, it was
Fair
after
enough.
the tournament, after I got the boon where I can see celestials. That's when.
But you guys were already at the necropolis the first time you detected it, though.
Yeah. But so I mean, it has been a while.
Yeah.
Okay. So are we all on board of going to Gilstead, dealing with Relicanter and his organization? Fucking audio, get out! Why is this a thing? Why? Okay. Alright.
I mean, how do we know that?
Because of this letter?
Yeah, but the letter just says that somebody is going to be in Gilstead waiting for Aaron and his friends. Not me, Relicanter, and all Hands of Fate will be maintaining base of operations in Gilstead. Fuck you, Aaron. That's not what the letter says. Exactly.
Well, it's probably a trap, but I think we'll be fine if we,
I mean, do we even have any connections in Gilstead? I know I don't. I've never even been there.
Don't wait. I don't know if that's. Never mind. I don't know. Shiziki doesn't know.
I mean, I just stare around the room. Anybody?
I say we still go to the desert.
I believe Philia has family in Gilstead.
I still think we should go to the desert.
Here's the problem with going to the desert and doing that. I think if we end up doing it, it's going to be the same thing as whenever we went to the Underdark. We're going to try and handle our business, and then Relicator's going to... Oh, I'm sorry. Was I talking over you? Oh, yeah. Yes, your parents live there. Your whole family lives in Gilstead. So...
I want to do an insight check on that. Dorian does not like the way that Philia is acting. Dorian notices her cosmetic change, which he really doesn't care about, but as a personal thing, but her attitude.
Philia, I have a question.
Just
Why did you change? Just be upfront. Just be honest. What's with the whole wardrobe change and all that? At this point, don't BS. Do not BS me. Do not bullshit. I want truth. Just give it to me. Just give it to us, because I'm telling you that is not you. And I know you. I've been traveling with you for a while. The pretty whatevers is not you. Why?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Wilhelm speaks up and says, I have to agree with Aaron on this. You're already so naturally beautiful, Philia. You don't need to do this. And he sort of motions towards you.
That's not really what I meant,
Oh,
but yeah.
fuck off! Bloody insulting sacks of shit. No, I'm not answering that question, you
Philia.
sacks of garbage. No!
Philia, if I was going to insult you, I could have said a lot worse.
You just told me I was unpretty.
No, I said the pretty yourself up is a relative term of putting on garbage makeup that you don't need.
So I'm not pretty now. That's even better. Thank you. That's great.
Look, I literally just had the same exact argument with Fan the other day, and it does not end well in any kind of
Shut
way.
up.
Just-
All of them are like,
Aaron doesn't understand this factor. He's just going to
all of
keep
them are
going.
like, shut up.
because you're a dude.
Wilhelm says, Philia, of course I did not
tell
mean to
me.
offend you.
Oh, God.
We just want to know what's wrong.
Why can't I feel pretty for myself?
Mhm.
That's fine, but
I just heard this.
going through a
No,
dramatic
it's not.
change, like you just did,
Fine, I'm bipolar. What? What? Just let me have my fucking lipstick and shiny cape. Christ.
Wilhelm does correct himself and says, you're absolutely right. Well, I don't think it is necessary, as of course, it is all about what makes you feel good.
Trying to
And I
be lame
completely
by
understand
you.
that and support that.
Lot.
You know what?
Hard.
There's something I haven't done in a long time. Can everyone join together and hold hands real quick?
why?
I'm just gonna stare at him like, what the
How
fuck?
big is this? How big is this room, Gavin?
I mean, in this entire, meeting hall, it's pretty large.
I mean, would you say that it's bigger than a 15-foot radius sphere?
Yes. Yes, definitely.
Oh. I'll motion for everyone to come in a little closer. We don't have to hold hands. Trust me, when I was riding around with Kirik all the time, we had to do this all the time.
Well, that's fine. I'm okay with this. Because I know everybody else just pissed off Felia while I was smart enough to keep my mouth shut. So
Well, Dorian didn't say anything either.
I will. Well, fine. I'll take on one side, Dorian. I'll kind of lighten Notion for you to take the other, and I'll stick out my right hand for Felia to hold, and whoever's gonna be my left hand.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we don't actually have to hold hands. That's just a kind of a trust thing. I just need y'all to get a little bit closer in, and then
Oh, bitch!
once
we hold
everyone,
hands. You can't tease me with that and then say we're not.
yeah, once everyone gets a little bit closer, Dorian will like hold his hands together in almost like a praying motion in front of him, and then like this little black bead will appear in his palms as he moves his palms around, and he'll just throw his hands out a little bit, and there's like this 15-foot sphere of like this black, almost like little wisps of black embers flying around as he casts Zone of Truth.
Okay.
No, it's fine, and everyone has to make a charisma saving throw.
Everybody
I
make
mean,
a charisma
you can-
save.
Except
You
for
can-
Aaron, because Aaron did not step forward.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's a trust exercise if you don't want to be in. I mean, you could choose to fail it, but I know if you fail. And
All right, fine. He said trust exercise, whatever. I'm gonna go in. What is it? What
it's
save?
it's a charisma saving throw. You can choose to fail it. It's only a DC 18, I think, with Dorian.
I think it's 19. If you have 20 charisma, it's 19.
Oh, okay, yeah. 5, 11, yeah, 19.
Hey, can someone make that check for me? Because like I'm just loading into Fantasy Grounds because I
You
just
got
got my
a
stuff to start
12
working.
plus whatever
Yeah.
your charisma stat is.
Which would probably be
Oh,
high.
No, he's got a Wisdom build Warlock, not Charisma. At least I think, but... And my audio cut out, cause it's a little bitch.
Here, I'll just. This is +1.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, so this sphere is a zone of truth. And I can tell if you passed or failed the magical restraints, if they were beholden to you or not. And you literally cannot lie while you're in this sphere. And if you do, well, I know if you do. So, if there's anything anybody wants to ask someone that's not blatantly disrespectful in the eyes of other people,
Shiziki, are you gay?
ooh,
And keep in mind, you have to be honest.
well,
Let me answer your question.
Well,
Write the question.
hold on.
Okay.
Let me read the stipulations. An affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering the question to which it would normally respond with a lie, such as a creature can be evasive in its answer as long as it remains within the boundary of the truth. Me and Gavin have had a long debate. There's a difference between telling the truth and being honest. You don't have to be honest, but you gotta tell the truth. Or within the boundaries of the truth.
So, alright, that's fine.
Cannot say anything factually incorrect.
Okay.
That also doesn't mean you have to say anything at all.
I'm ready to answer if I can answer. So,
Go for it.
Aaron, I need to answer your question with a question for clarification. Is being really into yourself, which is also the same gender, obviously, does that count as gay?
Just flamboyant.
Then I am flamboyant. Because I would totally make out with myself if I could.
I look over at Aaron.
Sorry, guys. I had to get that one out of the way. I
I look over.
dresses.
I like where this is going.
I look over. I look over at Aaron. I'm just like, I think he would swing both ways if he really wanted to.
He cannot say anything factually incorrect. So
I'll
I
let
think
you
who's
know.
the only person? The only person that passed that was Philia.
No, she said she auto failed, right?
Oh. No,
No.
For a
see
DC,
if
that
you
means
match
you
it.
make it.
But you can choose to
You
fail.
can
if you
willingly
want.
fail it if you want to, or you can not.
But Dorian's also not going to call somebody out on it. So if you choose to do that, that's between you and yourself.
But he will know whether you pass or fail, regardless. If you choose to auto fail, if you choose not to, he knows.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Dorian said that. He said he would know if somebody lied. I would just tell them that that's part of the spell, is that if they lie, I know. All right, so
Game of 20 questions. Holy shit. That's pretty much what we're playing. 20 questions.
Ophelia. Why the makeup?
Oh. I really do just want I really do just want to feel pretty for me.
She deserves to feel exactly how she wants to.
Yes, I understand that,
I
but
wanted
it's
to
such
mix
a
it up a
dramatic.
bit.
It's just a traumatic change all of a sudden, in time of crisis.
Maybe I'm going through a bit of a thing in my head.
What's going on in
I'm
your
not
head?
doing it for anyone in particular. I'm literally doing it for me.
You know what? Okay.
I thought this was a
Wilhelm,
trust circle, not a feeling circle. Jeez.
Wilhelm, when you died, did you see anything?
You know, it's hard to remember. I do recall seeing a gate. That is all that I remember.
Gavin, I'm
And-
sending you a DM.
All right.
Give me 1 second to send it.
Well-
Yeah, I'll ask. Philia, you seemed a bit anxious when you came back earlier. I mean, would you be
why
able
are-
to share why you might have been anxious?
Why are we all ganging up on Philia? Dorian is a little jealous right now. Everybody's talking about her looks, but not one damn one of you motherfuckers mentioned something about my beard. I just rebraided it. I've been wearing the same braid for the past 4 years, and now I changed my braid, and everyone wants to talk about her damn lipstick.
I will immediately grow a beard that it replicates Dorian's. Dorian, how do you think it looks on me? Would you think it looks better on me than on you?
Honestly, it looks pretty good. Regardless on who it is, it's a pretty good beard. Gotta say, pretty immaculate.
Do you guys think I would look better with a beard? I don't know.
Gavin, did you get my? Okay, there we go.
Yes.
So,
I think
Brandon,
I think
Hold on.
Philia would look better with a beard too.
Yes, Gavin.
I'm sending you a message too.
Okay.
You can just answer with a yes or no.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So also, come to find out, I know Shiziki knows, but my father is Rorik Donax, King of Stormhaven, and my mother is in Gilstead. And from what my father, or not my
Hey, what's
father,
everybody's passive perception?
Probably higher than 11, because that's not very high.
my passive perception is 11.
Okay.
I don't even know how you calculate that.
It
Oh.
says it right in the front of your character sheet. It says perk, P-E-R-C,
16.
right beside your senses.
Okay. You notice that that Aaron just drank a potion.
Ophelia? Please make me a what is it? Constitution save?
I think it's a wisdom, but let me check.
Yep. Yeah, Ophelia, you're gonna have to make a save for me, sweetheart. I'm sorry. It probably won't be Constitution. It's probably either. I think it's Wisdom.
It's wisdom. Make a wisdom save.
I'll tell you this, while they're figuring this out, I'll start changing my beard to make it my own. Not exactly like Dorian's, but I'll start like
Hey,
fiddling and messing
That's
with
a
the beard.
fail.
Aaron, what's your spell DC,
The
man?
DC for that?
My spell DC.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter
spell
on
DC
yours.
My spell DC is a 19.
Oh yeah, that's a pass, my man. Cause she gets +5 for standing next to me.
Well, it doesn't matter what your spell DC is.
No, because of my
for,
aura.
For this one,
Because
well,
of my aura, she gets +5 because she's standing next to me anytime she
I
makes
think
a
it's
saving
just,
throw.
it's not his spell DC, because the potion probably lets him cast a spell at a certain DC, so she'll probably still pass, but his DC doesn't matter.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me look at the potion. Give me a second.
it's a DC 13.
Yeah, Dorian will continue with what he's saying. So, from what my god told me, my mother's name is Torbera Strathheim. She is the savior of the jungle downtrodden, the prophet of the serpent people, and one who carries the word of the divine to those who have previously lacked the ears to listen. Has anyone heard of this that is familiar with Gilstead? What are the serpent people? And what is this jungle?
I'm gonna have you make a history check with advantage because it is where you're from. A wisdom check with advantage. Or no, I mean a history check. History check. Sorry, with advantage. And you can make it again and take the highest of the two. Alright, so a 17. You have heard something. It's more of like a local folklore, but there have been people in Gilstead who have claimed to see strange sightings in the jungle. They never get too close, and it always seems as though as soon as they see it, this being will run away, and when they follow it, they're essentially standing right back where they were standing before, almost like they walked in a loop. And they're never really able to get a good look. But there are claims of short, stout humanoid individuals that look like dwarves, but they have like a scaliness to their skin, almost like a reptilian appearance. And they resemble dwarves very much so, even in the sense where like this individual that a lot of them have seen that where a beard would be on a dwarf, instead they have like reptilian like fins, almost like webbing that protrudes down from their skin that almost resembles a beard, though it's clearly not hair. There's also been, they've also noticed like strange, like a word that they found carved in trees. They don't know what it means, they don't know what it's referring to, but a lot of the same people that have had these sightings have encountered this word. And that word is Drachlanar. And I will type it so you guys know how to spell it. But other than that local sort of folklore, which a lot of people sort of dismiss anyway, that's what first pops into your mind.
Dwarves with scales and tentacles for beards?
Webbing. and not fins, but gills. I'm just saying what I heard.
Dorian throws up a little bit.
I was like, I'm just saying.
I think I need to sit down. He like sits down. I think I might not be a dwarf at all. I might be a lizard. Oh, Kellenborg, take me now. Before I learn the truth.
Jesus, take the wheel.
I kind of look Dorian up and down, and I'm like, "You don't look fish-like."
Wilhelm speaks up and says, Dorian, my friend, I'm pretty sure you are not a lizard.
How would you know? You don't even know what you are.
Oh, I know exactly what I am. As his human-looking appearance becomes like a pale white, basically looking like a changeling, before he goes back to a humanoid. Then he looks over at Phoenix and says, oh, by the way, I figure since you're a member of the Sins, I'm a changeling too.
Son of a bitch.
Dorian, if you ever turn into a lizard, I can just turn you back. Just throwing that out there. I got your back, buddy.
Actually, about that, I wanted to really talk to you about that whole dragon thing. That sounded really cool.
Sure. So I'll let everyone here know if anyone is feeling like they might want to look into it. I can turn you into a dragon. I can do it with one person once a day, but it can be a permanent change. And as this very powerful dragon, you can morph back into your original form.
Dorian, I want to be a dragon too, so let's make this happen.
Okay. Yeah.
By the way, Gavin, I'm trying to defile your plans.
Dragon that I can make. So, just be mindful. And not only that,
Wait,
a lot of the things.
wait, Aaron. First, you're trying to just persuade me not to do this whole polymorph thing, and then you want to do it yourself?
Shut
What
up.
a hypocrite, man.
Just saying.
Shut up.
It's something I can do, but only one person once a day. I can't do it today, but tomorrow we can definitely start that process.
I got a potion. Can you do it today?
Potions don't work for me. It's the way my powerful spells work. I don't regain them even if I drink a potion.
So,
We'll go nap for an hour or something.
It still doesn't work. It'll have to be tomorrow. I have to have a long rest before I can do it. There was one thing I actually wanted to.
See what I said though? The world just turned to ash. Campaign 2.
While we're in all this, I did want to mention one other thing from what I was saying earlier. Everything. So, it's true. I never knew my parents. My actual parents, the people that raised me in Darkholm, which, as far as I'm concerned, are my actual parents. I never knew my birth parents, but they were murdered in that city, and I want to let you all know, if we ever go back to Darkholm, I am completely okay with burning that entire fucking city to the ground.
I mean, I'm not okay with burning an entire city to the ground.
I will
but
look to your guidance if need be, but I actually probably won't, since we're being honest here. Darkholm, as far as I'm concerned, we can murder the whole city. Or find a way
I
to
want you to know that there's an entire race after me and my kind, and they want to kill us all. So, because y'all are around me, y'all might die.
Oh well,
Oh,
I
that
mean that's
sounds
okay.
wonderful.
This is like super honesty time.
That's that's okay because we almost die every day.
There's a few people, well, a few of us, Philia, myself, Wilhelm. I don't know about Phoenix's race, but yeah, they'll kill me on the spot if they see me. That's the whole reason that they.
Well, no, I'm talking like there's an entire race that'll kill. That are trying to kill me
my 2 bits
and
of
my race.
information, but by all means, what's the deal with your father and all that then?
Well, he's apparently supposed to come down because apparently there's a bunch of shit going on, and I had this wonderful dream that people are trying to kill me.
Oh.
Wait, when
We're
you
the
say
deadly
wonderful,
sins. When are people not trying to kill us?
when you
Well,
try
no,
to say
I mean,
wonderful,
as in-
what do you actually say?
As in very dark, very creepy. I still have nightmares because of them.
Because if
That's
it's
why I
not,
don't dream.
if it's not truthfully wonderful,
It's rhetorically wonderful.
How does irony and sarcasm work in the zone of truth?
You can speak ironically, but it has to
I
be
would
like
totally
obviously
make out with
ironic.
myself. It sounds
Yeah,
sarcastic,
that's why I
but it's
said
totally
they're
true because I
wonderful.
would.
Let's just say this. I still have nightmares because of a race that has been hunting down my race for... I am the second generation. So my the entire generation before me dealt with them first, and then it passed on to me. They are apparently on their way here. I had a dream, like y'all knew, that they're coming. I don't know when. I haven't heard word from my father, which I should be hearing soon, hopefully. I haven't had another nightmare, but I'm expecting one any moment. I just try not to sleep as much.
So hold up, you're telling me that it takes them over 2 generations to kill your race, and you're scared of them?
Yeah, it seems kind of like some horse shit. I mean, the dwarves have been trying to kill Dwergar for like thousands of years, but
have you ever
they're not scared of us.
had a race torment another race to the point to where nightmares have been passed down second generations? My child will have nightmares because of it. And I can't help that.
No, I've just had people kill my entire people, and then we had to go into hiding. But no, yours sound so much better.
I'm just saying, if you let me turn you into a dragon, you probably won't have those nightmares anymore because you won't be a Kalistar.
Yeah, of course, but at the same time, they still probably know where I am, and they're still probably going to try to kill me because they're going to think I'm still a Kalistar.
It's always something, man.
Yeah, but you would be a completely different person, so they couldn't really just scry on you or something like that, because you wouldn't be the same as you were before. They'd have to scry on a completely different creature at this point.
He'd still be the same person. That's kind of the thing with true polymorph.
You keep your same, quick. You keep your same alignment, your same personality, everything. You just change race if I want you to change race.
Yeah, they'll have to try and scry on a dragon.
So, speaking of the polymorph thing, do I get to pick what dragon I want to be?
So, you can put this in whatever RP way you want, but the best way I, Sean, can explain it to you, you can be whatever you want, as long as it is the same challenge rating as your level. So we're all level 18, so as long as it is a level 18 or below, I can turn you into whatever you want. And you just have to... I have to maintain concentration on it for an hour. After that, it's permanent, but it can be dispelled. But otherwise, it's completely permanent.
So, but after the hour, it can no longer be dispelled.
Well, no, it can still be dispelled.
It can be dispelled at any time. Because it's still just a spell. It's not like a permanent thing. It can be dispelled. But... like, after an hour, I don't have to maintain concentration on it. There's, if you take damage, I take damage, you know, you still maintain. You will stay as a dragon or whatever it is you decide to be until it's dispelled.
I'm gonna have to talk to Clarissa about that.
Well, again, a lot of dragons, and I know this from the coloring book that Phoenix now has, can take the form.
No, I have it now.
I give it to Phoenix.
You gave it to me first.
Maybe I gave it to you and not to Phoenix. Maybe that's what it did.
Yeah, you gave it to me.
Then you have it. But a lot of dragons can take the form of whatever beast or humanoid that they want to. So you could just...
So I can look like I'm a
Kalistar. But be a dragon and have all the stats of a dragon. At least certain stats transfer over from a dragon into whatever form you want. You'll have to take a look at whatever the form is you want, and it'll say it in the creature description. So that's homework for all y'all, and I'll go ahead and I'll take out a sheet of paper and write down my priority list. Things that people want true polymorphed. Phoenix wants a phoenix. Dorian and Aaron want to be dragons, possibly, question mark. Alright. I'm having to put down a list of priorities of how many things I need a true polymorph now.
So
Also-
why did we do this trust circle when no one's asking any questions?
I have a good question for you, Wilhelm. Can I see that for? Thank you, and I'll hold it up. How does everyone like my picture that I drew?
What's it of?
It's the one that's in Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's
I
Remember, you have to
mean,
be truthful. You have
That's
to be honest.
going. That's right. You have to be honest.
Oh, what if I actually think? Hey, hold up. What if I actually think it's beautiful?
I mean, do you honestly? If you can say that, then yes. But it has to be honest.
Okay, can I be like brutally honest? I'm gonna be brutally honest. It looked like a fucking kindergartner drew that shit.
Okay, I'm gonna say you can be brutally honest as long as you don't hurt my feelings or say anything bad about me in any shape, way, or form.
They have to be honest.
I'm gonna be completely silent.
You're all stunned with silence at how amazing it is. I got it. I understand. You know
Okay,
what?
Philia, you don't have to be
you're
honest.
overwhelmed with this. Wilhelm, you go ahead and put that back. I know you like it, Wilhelm, and you don't need to answer that. I know.
It's very
No, we
colorful.
don't even need to color with. We don't need to cover it with words anymore. And you will see just the smallest, slightest tear form in Shizuki's eye before he's just like, oh no, it's a little dusty in here.
That's a very red laser.
It's very.
There's a
holding
very green animal.
You're
I don't
holding
like the zone of truth, Dorian. I don't want to do this anymore.
It just says you're holding a dick in your hand.
Man, it took me like an hour to draw just the sword. That's true, because Shaz is fucking terrible at drawing.
You have a very large head in that picture.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the tip of it? Are you talking?
No questions.
Are you talking about the tip of his sword, or are you talking about his actual head?
I'm talking about both.
Hey, hey, Gavin. Hey, Gavin, can you unlock the monster manual so I can look through that bitch?
So yeah. Anyhow, anyone that would like True Polymorph, I'm happy to do that for you. But again, just take a look and see what it is that you want to be. And like I said, I can only do it once a day. There's no potion or anything else I can take that can recharge that ability for me, and I already used it today. So going forward tomorrow, you can draw straws on the order in which I need to do this, but yeah, I have no problem doing this for any of you.
It's open. It's allowed now.
Thank you.
Gavin, would Dispel Magic even work? Because after the timer goes through, that 1 hour, the spell is permanent.
It can still be dispelled. I know because I've looked into this.
It can be dispelled. It just no longer requires
So,
concentration. And
the only and I can say this just because it's my spell and I've done research on it and looked at it. Dispel Magic is the only thing that'll work because it's cast through.
What about an anti-magic field?
It will not work on that because since it's cast through a focus of, that's what I was about to say, a divine relic or object or whatever that supersedes that, which we did. Like, because my spells still work through anti-magic field, so anti-magic field will even cancel it. So the only thing that will cancel it is like a wish spell or something like crazy powerful, or dispel magic. And dispel magic, they'd have to either cast at level 9 or they have to make a spell saving check or whatever whenever they cast it to try and dispel it. Because it's a level 9 spell, so they have to beat the level 9 DC of dispelling it.
I do not like where this is going.
So,
How do I look through? How do I look through
worst
the
case
freaking monster
scenario,
manual?
You go back to exactly what you were. Now, it should also be said, if you get dispelled, it's not like you lose anything, you just go back to what you are now. So, if I do end up casting this on anybody, you'll need to keep up with 2 sets of stats. You'll need to keep everything for what you are as whatever form you decide to take, and whatever it is your original form is, in case it does get dispelled, you go back to that.
Hey, Gavin, you can duplicate a character sheet, right?
I believe you can.
I should
Because
also.
if you can duplicate it, I'm just gonna duplicate it and put Aaron Black Dragon.
I should also note this. This is changing your race, not your class. So you still get to keep all of your class abilities. Because I'm just changing
Anything
your
Kalistar
race.
you have, you would lose.
All the Kalistar stuff you would lose, but all the fighter, ranger stuff you have, or Dorian, for all the paladin stuff you have, you keep all that. All your spells, everything.
Well, why do you think I'm gonna go find a dragon that has these similar stats and similar things?
So, just keep that in mind. But that's for y'all to decide. I would even, to be honest, I'd even use it on myself. But changelings are immune to any form of polymorph, so I can't use it on myself. But
So I'm having
otherwise,
issues with Fantasy Grounds
I would
because I went to open the
absolutely use it
monster
on
manual,
myself.
and now it's freaking out.
Okay, you can close it now.
I will once I stop seeing the blue spinny circle. I was literally just testing how to open the book so I could tell you, and I think I figured it out. But yeah, Fantasy Grounds doesn't like me right now.
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna figure this out.
Alright, any other questions on that spell, if anybody has anything? I have to be super honest right now, so that'd be a good time to ask.
Am I gonna die?
Probably at some point in time, but that's just because you're Aaron, like to shoot people at like melee range.
Shut
The
up.
spell won't kill you.
Well, I can't be an ancient dragon.
I'm just
No,
like,
no,
this
I'll
is
tell
a
you
waste
this,
of
it's
time.
worth noting, I can cast it again later on. When you get stronger, you can become an ancient dragon. Hashtag, or circle, square, whatever, note to the side. When you're level 20, I can make you an ancient brass dragon, I think it is. But that's the only time you'll be able to be an ancient.
Yeah, that's why I'm just looking through the dragons at the moment.
Alright, Can we
So
go back to picking
Wilhelm
up
speaks
Ophelia?
up and says, "Do you have a means of getting to Gilstead? Because I could fly you there."
well, I know I could probably hit up Azrael, he could teleport us, but if we want to take some time, since I can only cast a spell once a day, we could have a more leisurely stroll type of situation to get there. I'm good with whatever everybody else wants to do. I just want to let you
And
know
I'm
the
fine with you
limitations of
borrowing a
everything.
skiff if you would like one.
First off, how do the layer actions work?
You'd
You
to
wouldn't
a
have
lair.
those because you wouldn't have a lair.
Gotcha. But I would have everything else but the layer actions?
So I'll just say this to save some
Unfortunately.
time mid-session. If anybody has any questions about the dragon thing, hit me up or Gavin up after the actual session. I'm more than happy to go
Gotcha.
through it because I've looked at this extensively. Me and Gavin have both have. So
Yeah, I've been
yeah.
trying to find a way that it wouldn't be possible, and
So
any
far,
I've turned up
questions or anything
try.
about that, like we'll go over that at the end of the session, or hit me up in a message, or Gavin a message in Discord. But let's actually focus on the RP here, so we can do that while everybody's here. So people like Ophelia aren't just looking bored while we're talking about that.
Alright, so let's just go. I don't want to. How long is it going to take to fly up there?
I could get you there in a day, maybe a little more.
And what if we teleport? We can be there like now?
We could be there as soon as I get Azrael here, more than likely.
I mean, Wilhelm, will you be disrespected if we decide to teleport?
Of
I
course not. I understand that time is of the essence.
If we have like a whole army on their way, and we got Relicanter on the move, and then we got some chick out in the desert fucking around with camels or something, then we kind of need to hurry up.
I would like to wait until at least tomorrow. So I mean, if that means we fly out, then we fly out. I'm tapped. I've been
mean,
doing things and taking care of
Can
some
we at
errands this morning.
least get an inn? I've been on the road so long, I don't want to sleep in this house anymore.
Wait, you don't like my house?
I mean, it's okay, but
What do I need to
it's
do to make this house better for you? I installed the Dwarven Ale for you specifically, Dorian.
yeah, but it's not genuine.
Do I?
It
I
does
need to have
At least
Look.
his house didn't blow up.
Look, all genuine Dwarven ale has coal in it. They don't put coal in their ale here. And every good dwarf knows that there is coal in the ale. Because just
Barrett! Where's Barrett? I will summon Barrett.
Yes, my lord.
Barrett, I need you to go to whatever high-end establishment that has Dwarven Ale and find out what their secret is. Pay whatever price you need to and get genuine flavored Dwarven Ale installed in the
you
house.
can get genuine flavored. It's either
My lord,
genuine or
this-
it's not genuine.
Genuine Dwarven Ale. Find out the best way to import it to make it here and get it in the house.
My lord, if I may speak freely, this ale was imported directly from Stormhaven.
Oh. Put some coal in it, I guess?
Nah, I mean it's okay. It's just not good.
Find me a taste tester, some connoisseur of ale, and make sure it is up to par of anyone that is getting the freshest ale from Stormhaven.
So, I will admit, Dorian has never been in the high class society, so he was always in the bottom rung. So, if the noble dwarves drink ale without hints of coal in it, Dorian would not know, because that is not what he was raised on.
He's been drinking the equivalent of boxed wine from Stormhaven.
I mean, he's basically been drinking stuff like Bud Light his entire life.
He's been drinking Natty Ice.
So, you're suggesting that we get cheaper Dwarven Ale because this was the finest quality that we had
I'm saying
imported.
my friend here has a certain taste.
No,
that he's
no,
acquired
no,
to.
no. Don't worry about me. I'll probably never drink this stuff while I'm here anyways.
I installed it for you, Dorian.
Yeah, I know, but this isn't a tavern. I mean, there's no music, there's no bards singing, there's no brawls, no
Barrett,
fist
make a list
fights
of the
going
things we
on.
need for the house.
So I should hire a musician of sorts and
No, no.
staff to carry out brawls?
Yes.
No, listen.
Shall I order
I
some
mean,
extra
I'm willing
chairs
to have a
that
fist
maybe,
fight if anyone's down.
they may be busted upon the skulls of other individuals.
I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna not, oh my god! I almost said I'm gonna finger Barrett, like I'm gonna wave Barrett to come over to me. Barrett.
You're gonna finger Baron?
Yeah, that's almost where that was going.
I'm personally not interested, sir. Yeah.
How does
see,
that work?
Another small
Are you just gonna
tear
play with
start to
like
well.
Tip?
Barrett,
Okay, what?
and I'll just lean into him.
Yes, my lord.
Find out if there's any cheap establishments, maybe in the Argyle district, that might be more suited to my friend's taste here, and find out how much it might cost to obtain the deed for them.
I assume, sir, it'll cost about 5 silver pieces, if we're really speaking the cheapest.
To own the tavern.
Yes, that may be a little more pricey. It'll be done, sir.
Find out what it is that you need to make it happen. Speak with anyone at the Tempest Keep as a representative of the House of Belrook, or the Manor of Belrook, and see what it might be to obtain it. Rename it. Something fresh, something fun. Name it the Seven Sins Bar. But make it happen while I'm away, if you can.
It will be done, sir.
Make it sure it's a Dwarven-style tavern.
I'll make sure we order extra furniture.
Excuse me, all furniture will be wingback.
Understood. I understand, sir. You understand that most of that furniture will likely be broken.
I understand all the furniture I purchase will be wingback.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Perfect. On your way now, Barrett.
Even the bar stools.
Wingback
Yes.
barstools.
You have wingback couches.
Everything in the fucking manor is wingback. Anyhow,
Except for Dorian's stool.
unless you
So,
like
right
held
about
on
this
to it.
time,
Yeah.
Barrett, he says to you, he says, by the way, one of your compatriots, I believe his name is Azrael. He says he is reporting for lunch.
Oh shit, that's right. I
He's
invited
waiting
him to
outside.
lunch. Yeah, invite him in. Invite him in.
Oh, yeah.
I totally forgot because
Shiziki.
we were gonna need him for teleporting, so I went ahead and invited him for lunch.
Shiziki, one more thing. The first night we were here, I got really comfortable, or uncomfortable in my bedroom, so I took the bed frame, and it's sitting in the middle of the hallway. I don't know if you saw it. I moved my chair downstairs into the servants' quarter and took one of their stools and moved that up to mine. But I kept the bed. The bed is comfortable. It's just laying on the floor.
Dorian, and
But,
this is the same to all of you. Whatever you want for your rooms, however you want to decorate, personalize it, just make it happen. They're yours as far as I'm concerned. I own the house,
Okay.
but this is for all of
So-
us.
I'm thinking about taking the second story dining room and turning it into a dojo. Now, I kind of already did break the table when I was training the Goliath the other day.
But
Suddenly
we're
the door
having
opens
lunch.
and Azrael walks in. Hello, my friends. So
Oh,
I
damn it.
understand we're having steak for lunch? Well,
will
I am
immediately
personally famished.
walk to
God
Azrael
damn
and
it.
start to do our 7-minute long secret handshake that we've worked out.
And it's epic. They tap ankles. There's a few spins involved. And it goes on for a while until eventually it ends with a massive high five.
Because we're still high fiving.
Oh, by the way,
Okay.
while he's doing that, I'm pouring myself some dwarven ale. I'm just gonna go sit at one of the chairs, look at Solomon, and go. We're not even that bougie.
Philia, I don't know if you mind or anything, but I've been using your the thing with the mirrors. You know, you got like 5 mirrors and like a light and stuff. I've been using that to like redo my beard and my mustache. Yeah, I used all your brushes and stuff. There was like 13 different ones, so I just used all of them. I have no idea what that is.
This is the most just bullshitting around session we've ever had.
I
It
know.
is. It really is.
So-
Hence why I kind of just had Azrael show up.
Philia.
When she describes the bottle, Dorian like takes the bottle, like an empty bottle, out of his pocket and kind of like stuffs it into a fruit bowl. Like, no. I have honestly no idea what. Nope.
Alright.
I gotta say, you know, I've been for the last
Never-
couple of days. I've been working on what was going to happen in Gilstead when you guys got there. Seems like I was worried for nothing.
I told you this. I was like, it's gonna take at least 2 hours before we even leave Angaria, and you thought I was lying. All right, hey, to the group, everyone. Look, I know Dorian's spell has a limitation on it. Does anyone have any questions for me that they want to ask?
That shit's been gone for like 30 minutes.
Never. Well, to be honest, I wouldn't willing to throw this out there. So
It's like we're also telling the truth, and Dorian just sitting there laughing at all of us, just
Does
like,
anyone else have
"Oh,
anything
get
they wanna
over."
ask me? Because I do want to just make a quick question to Philia. But if anyone has anything else to throw my way, whatever, so be it. Do it now.
Azrael just says, so, stout marinated, ram steaks, I understand.
What?
Ooh, ram. That sounds delicious.
Yes,
Alright.
marinated in dwarven stout.
Uh-huh.
Alright, well, I tell you that nobody. Okay. Azrael, well, and Philia, well. So, I mean, is this spelled on? Because I actually wanted to ask Philia something, but you were like, everyone's picking on her, so I wanted to wait a minute.
I'd say you still in game time, you still got a little bit. If you
Okay, in game time for that, I honestly, if anyone had anything else they wanted to throw my way, cool. Anyone? Bueller?
Aaron's just drinking at this point. He's like, he's on like cup number 2 going.
Cool.
in
You gonna
game
leave yet?
time, the last like 2 hours have been 10 minutes.
Sure. Ophelia, I just want to know, before we go to Gilstead or anything, is there anything that you're hiding from us that we need to know about?
Did you pass or
I
fail
did.
the save? You
And I'm
passed it.
choosing to fail.
You're choosing to fail.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, she doesn't have to make the save every single time she tries to lie.
I know,
She can just
but
Right.
say what she wants to say.
I think she's saying she's initially chose to fail.
I did. I've been telling the truth the whole fucking time. So,
So you are under the effects of the zone of truth, just so I'm understanding.
yes.
Okay.
Alright, if you're hiding something from us, is there anything that could put the group in danger that you're hiding?
Very much so.
What is it, Ophelia?
Got your wine glass, you almost knocked
I
it
got-
off there.
No, I hit the iPad. Yeah.
Keeping in mind the terms of the spell, you don't always have to be honest, but you do have to tell the truth. Meaning
Right.
you can skirt around the truth.
Yes.
You can speak in
So-
half truths, but you can't
Yeah.
blatantly lie.
Right. That's what I'm like. Yep.
I have to
Just-
ask,
Kinda.
what could put us in danger? What danger?
I'm just standing there like playing with an article of clothing, staring at it. Which was pretty much what I'm doing now anyway. Because I'm in character. I may have or may not have been threatened by Eradicator himself.
What?
What?
Aaron's just
Well-
gonna drop his mug and walk over.
I'm
What?
gonna die. We're all gonna die. Oh my god!
Ophelia,
Alright.
we need you to tell us more.
This is a good time. Instead of us having to pull teeth and ask for each individual question, if you just want to go ahead and lay it out on the line for us.
Like everything. Just tell us everything.
Okay, so
If you would check your DMs, by the way.
So
Oh, not me. Okay.
Dorian will stand
no,
up.
as in Ophelia, check your DMs.
Did I pop up? Did it pop up? Where's the thingy? Where's the thingy? I don't have a thingy. Oh, there it is. Motherfucker. Okay. I knew that was coming, but I don't want.
Ophelia, we need to know so that way we can better protect you.
It's not me that needs protecting at this point.
Then who needs to be protected?
Everyone else.
Dorian
Why
will
do we
stand
All
up.
of you.
Dorian will stand up
You'll
and
all
walk
die.
a little.
Time out. What about me?
Fuck about you.
You're not gonna die, are you?
What about me? What the fuck you? Everyone, everyone bloody well dies.
If you tell us,
All of you. It doesn't matter. It's been done. He in my head. He said it.
What did
Everyone
he say?
dies.
Just he said everyone dies.
Well, my fate has been decided, is what he said, which means everyone
Are we
dies.
really gonna listen to
everyone
some
dies if we-
half-assed
Hey,
god?
Actually, Ophelia, correction, you didn't hear that voice. He hasn't spoken to you. I misspoke on something.
Oh, you dick. Okay, well, that really throws off the whole damn vibe now, doesn't it? Okay.
Ophelia, listen.
Huh? What?
And
Yeah.
Dorian
Pretty
will stand
sure
up.
everyone
and
dies.
clap- Dorian will stand up and clap his hands together, and the whole embers of black flame will just all fall to the ground. The zone is gone. if we work off of information that you tell us and anyone here dies from false information that you provide, it is your fault.
Right.
So
my-
please, be honest. We have survived so much because we have all trusted in each other. Aaron has a huge friggin' mouth, but we
Just a
all
bit.
still trust each other and we all protect each other. Aaron has done a lot to sacrifice for our group. Shiziki, I mean, he's here.
And he's pretty.
He does stuff.
I'm like the mascot, alright? I don't say I'm necessarily the leader, but I am like the mascot. I'm the best to look at as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. I mean, this other guy over here, and he points to Phoenix, we don't even know who he is. Complete stranger, decided to stand up and fight. Wilhelm has always been by your side. When you decided to run off away from us, now I understand the circumstances, and you went back to your hovel, we were able to track you down, and we still helped you out. Just remember, from this point forward, any information you don't provide that gets some of us injured or hurt will be your fault.
I mean, hell, even Solomon has dragged your body to go make sure it was safe.
I know. That's why I'm saying this now.
If you would, start from the beginning.
Well, before she gets started, I'm
Or
going
not.
to, settle up next to Aaron and put my hand on his
Like,
shoulder
womp.
and like, this seems odd, doesn't it?
I'm under a
Little
lot
bit.
of pressure right now.
Usually you're the one talking.
Not the talkative one, aren't I?
Philia just
I mean-
tried this.
Honestly, I think she's possessed. I mean, I wasn't going to say anything too invasive against her privacy. Or like cast a spell on her to help. But, because that's her choice, you know.
Philia, just understand, you are in good hands here, and everyone here, the more information we have about Relicanter and what his plans are and anything of that nature, will just help us crush him even further.
So, Dorian will take off his ring that he's wearing on his, middle finger on his left hand and give it to Philia. Why don't you sleep with this thing on tonight, and you keep it for a while?
What does it do?
You'll find out now, won't you?
If I disappear, I can't. If I disappear from his sight, he'll know.
So? So what? Shiziki disappears from his sight all the time. He's still here, look at him.
I know. That's why I'm
I can't be
Been
found.
recruited forcefully.
But why not recruit any other one of us?
But I didn't ask the man that.
So he wants to recruit you, or has he already recruited you?
By force. It's more like I'm recruited by threat of imminent death to
So what
anyone
are you
I give a damn about.
blackmail?
So
Right.
what are you supposed to be doing?
Gathering information.
About us?
Yes.
What does
Oh.
he know?
All the recaps.
You give her a confused look.
You know what I'm talking about. I
He
was like,
knows-
stuff.
He knows everything.
Oh yeah, all the things. I'm like, all the recaps.
Aaron's literally going to dart out the room, fly straight up in the air, and just keep flying to that peak. He's not stopping.
Well,
He is going to the peak.
Well, then that's easy. Shiziki, just tell Philia information like you do. Isn't that what you do? You just relay information? Just tell her what Relicanter wants to hear.
Sure.
And then she can just pass it on. I mean, it can't be false information because she's hearing it firsthand.
Oh yeah, Gavin. We gonna have a whole kind of thing going on with the.
He, by threat of imminent death to myself as well as my loved ones, all of you, and yet again,
Oh,
he wants to know why you, and I point at Dorian,
hmm
and Shiziki keep disappearing from him. He wants
Oh.
to know why.
Oh, well, that's easy. We're chosen by gods.
He wants to know logistically why, not
Yeah, that's what I'm
metaphorically
saying.
why.
We are chosen by gods. Both of us are touched by the divine. I mean,
So is
what-
he.
Basically higher power than him.
no, he is
No.
not. No, he is a mortal man that strives for power.
Okay.
When
That's what I'm saying. Y'all,
He's
that's what I'm
got a
saying.
lot
Y'all
of
are
it.
touched by
hold
things
on.
that are more powerful than him.
Let me explain real quick.
Well, before you explain,
What?
can I ask one question? You said
Sure, go
me,
ahead.
or well, to feel it, you said me and Dorian.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, that's what she said.
Well, Dorian, do you, with your connection to Kellenvord, know anything about the Angel of Death?
That's a good question.
Kellenvord
That's a
is
hard no.
It's a hard no.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm wondering because if I'm related to the Angel of Death and you're the champion of the God of Death, it might be something that
what?
we share because
You know
of our connection.
That is a really good question that you're asking me. And last night I was gonna ask Helen for the same thing, but somebody said not to do it.
Well, to be honest, I think that's the smart play here. I'm sorry for being overly cautious, but it's how.
I understand. Trust me, I get it. It was a good call, but you're kind of backtracking on your question. I mean, I
Okay.
don't know.
Fair enough.
And I told you yesterday that I was going to contact Kellen Moore because I didn't know anything. Now, I just know that what you see in front of you, my body, is only a materialistic thing. I've already been touched by the god Kellenvor, my god. I am the Threshold Guardian. When I die, nothing changes. I just go from one material plane to a different plane. Like, that's... So what? I mean, I'm not saying that I don't have a care for life, because I love my life, and I will live my life to the fullest extent while I'm here. But once I'm gone, it's a different life. That's why he can't see me. Now, Shiziki, I don't know. Only the gods know. But he is a celestial, so therefore he has been touched by God himself. Ergo, Relicanter's not a real god. Just saying, he's very powerful. I will give him that. But if he cannot see what other gods can see, therefore, not true God. And I don't think you should really be worried about anyone dying, because it's like, if we die, so what?
It seems just to back up Dorian, if you feel that he can see our deaths, but he can't see half, well, at least a portion of the team, who Dorian can even bring you guys back to life. I can reanimate you, but
I do not bring people back to life. I do not do that. That is, and then he points up and down, and then kind of shrugs. That's God. That's
Dorian, as an agent of Kellenvor, can keep you breathing and alive.
I prefer the term stalwart guard or threshold.
However Dorian
Semantics, goddammit.
Either way,
whoa.
How can this person see the things of us being destroyed, dying, anything like that, if he can't even see me and Dorian?
I mean, that's just false promises. All he's filling you for. I mean, it's kind of like you're getting almost all the way there, and then not getting all the way there.
It seems like we might need some. Next time we talk to what's his face, Bradley Cantor, you might need to really focus on what he's saying. Insight checks. Make more insight checks on him saying that he's seen us dying, because it seems like a bunch of bull to me.
By the way, the entire time Aaron's flying, he's like cussing under his breath, like screaming at the gods at this point. He just doesn't care.
I'm gonna say at this point, since you have gone back to this mountain peak. Okay, that was a nat 1. Darting by you, this giant rock just skydives directly at you in the air. As you are now its prey. It's attacking you.
Bet.
Because it thinks you're heading towards its nest.
Because I am. Let's go.
You're gonna fight it?
Yeah, in midair.
It's a rock?
Rock.
rock.
R-O-C. It's basically a giant eagle. The things in Lord of the Rings that carried them, those were rocks.
Similar but different.
They were called rocks, I'm pretty sure. No, they were just giant eagles, but they're basically rocks.
28 to hit.
Alright, I'm not going to roll out an entire bit of combat, but yes, that does hit.
Okay, hold on. There's the damage for that. Hold on. There's the damage for that. Does it leave me alone now?
It has left you, but it has headed over to that mountain peak and perched on top of its nest.
Cool. Then I'm just going to go a different direction, and I'm just going to float in the air as I proceed to scream at Sylvanas and Mechanus, going, what the hell do I do now? He knows everything. What are y'all... I mean, come on. Give me something here, guys. Like, I've been faithful. I got back on a balanced track. I've been building shit. Like, come on now. Give me something, damn it.
Come on now. Come on.
I'm sending you a message.
Wait, can I summon a rock with my find steed?
It has a challenge rating of 11.
Fuck no.
You hear a voice that says that. I can say it out loud if you want, or you can just keep it to yourself.
Well, send it to me. Just send it to me.
I sent it as a message to you, and
So many private messages.
yeah, in Fantasy Grounds.
Flashbacks from the
Okay.
tournament arc.
Shizzy, do you mind if I have a nest built at the top of the house for Philip? Would you? Is that cool? Or no?
Like on the roof?
Yeah, like way up on the roof. Like just have a nest for him. Well, you know what? Yeah, he'll build his own nest. I already told him he could, but I mean,
What does he know? Come on, give me something. Come on, tell me what he knows. Tell me what he thinks. Come on, give me something. Smacking me out of the air. Just give me a sign. Give me something.
I don't want to interrupt conversations, but yeah, sure, Dorian. Again, house is yours to make whatever you want happen as long as you're respectful to everybody else that lives here.
Thank you. Amulet telepathy. I have important news, as I'm going to fly as fast as I can straight to the front door. Like, I'm gonna, Superman slide through the freaking door.
Okay.
By the way, Ophelia, no more talking to Relicanter, because he can no longer see you. No, he can no longer see you.
Christ.
I don't know what happened, but he can no longer see any of us.
Dude.
At all.
Bloody fucking was.
Like, at all. Like,
He knows what we are.
yeah, but he can no longer see
He knows
you.
what we're going to do.
No, he knows less than you think he does.
I mean, we're literally walking legends. Everyone knows who we are. I mean,
Yes, but he knows less than what we
I
may.
know, but he knows
understand.
specifically who we are, our fucking backgrounds, where we're going to go.
no.
This is not good.
But here's
It's
the
not
thing:
good.
we
It's
are
not good. It's
blocked.
not good.
We are blocked from his sight. He can no
Yep,
longer
that's
see
the
us.
part that's going to kill us all.
It's not going to kill us all. We have fought worse.
You're gonna die anyway.
Why are we scared of this
Expose
pretentious
every
god that's
inevitable.
not even
Whoa.
a god with
Whoa,
quotation
hold on.
marks?
You need to calm down on the W word. I don't like it.
What we?
The whole we scared.
Oh,
Just don't-
well,
Oh, I'm scared. We're all going to die. That
No,
is what.
I don't
We're
see.
not going to die.
I mean, yeah, of course
Fine.
we are. I have a lifespan of 300
I'm
years.
scared.
Of
I'm
course
going to
gonna
die, and eventually, you all will too.
Yes, eventually I
that?
will die. Yes, eventually I will die.
Yeah, I mean, so what?
Life of an adventurer. Eventually we're going to die. But
Yeah.
right now we're not going to die.
Yeah, we're the 7 deadly sins. So what?
Yeah, I'm not that powerful. I hate to break it to you.
I will. I will.
Wilhelm speaks up and says, "I very much beg to differ.
Oh,
I can tell
I
just
don't.
by being in your presence that you have already surpassed
Not
me.
what I was
and knew you
asking
would."
for. I'm just saying that he's way more powerful than I am, and I'm going to very much die.
I'm going to go sit in the corner and scry on Relicanter now.
Oh, that'll help. That's great.
I mean, Aaron, if you want, I can help you out with that.
Yeah, sure. Let's go scry on
Yeah.
Relicanter.
Yeah, let's just tell him where we are.
Well, I mean, if you want, I can
Whatever.
try on him, and I can have a way better look at him.
Give him a
If you-
pinging
if that's what
GPS
we need to
device.
do.
It's fine. It's whatever.
I mean, I have the same thing as scry as you do with my
look,
armor.
honestly, let him come. We'll kick his butt
Hey.
again.
We don't have a long rest yet.
Gavin,
Yes, we
if
didn't.
they're
Didn't
gonna
we just have a long rest?
If they're gonna spend 10 minutes scrying, I'm going to summon a celestial spirit for an hour and sit at the table and play cards.
Oh, okay, go for it.
That's exactly what I'm gonna
Alright,
do.
You know what? Shaz is a little overwhelmed by the entire situation, so I need to clear my head. You all decide. My vote is to go to Gilstead in the morning and deal with the entire situation here. This is obviously something that needs to be dealt with before we can really continue on. So, I need to do a little bit of shopping. If anyone's to go with me shopping, great. But that's my vote. I cast that now. If anyone needs me, hit me with the amulet telepathy. But that's
Ooh, me. I want to go shopping.
Phoenix, me and you.
And I don't have my.
Yep, I'm gonna follow to go shopping. Fuck this shit.
Phoenix, what?
You know what?
You want to cast your vote, and Aaron, you need to do the same. Casting votes right now. Going to
Wait,
Gilstead.
hold on. Sins meeting. We need to all travel in pairs from now on. There is no one person goes here. I know Aaron loves to hop on his little jetpack wing thing or whatever and fly off into the sunset, but we really need to all be in pairs. Unless you're in the house.
Fair enough.
That's just how it has to be.
Well, I have my buddy. It's Solomon. I just haven't given him wings yet.
Well, yeah, but do you have Solomon with you right now?
Yes, as I
Yeah,
pat his head.
Solomon always stays with him. He's literally never not with Aaron unless he says otherwise.
Wait, I thought Aaron was on top of the mountain.
He flew
No.
back.
He flew back.
Oh,
That's how y'all
okay.
know the information.
Wait, what did I just miss? What
That
information?
Relicanter doesn't know everything we think he knows.
What information did I just miss?
That I just said that I have information that says Relicanter can no longer see any of us at all, and he knows little more. He knows less than what we think he knows.
Oh, okay. Yeah, alright, cool.
That I
didn't
was
know you
told
were
by
there.
gods of that information. By the way,
By the way, I'm just gonna say for brevity, your scrying ritual has completed.
oh, okay. What do I
So-
see?
You at first you see Relicanter, and he appears to be what looks like a large cave. At this, like, within eyesight of where you see him now, you see what looks to be a small body of water that leads out into a much larger body of water. At first when you see him, he's actually in the form of Prince Rainer. Actually, when you see him, his form changes back to normal, and he's just like screaming out like fuck, 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 just punching the walls, knocking out chunks of stone as water begins to fill this compartment. Just fuck, and you see him, and he just shouts, just Aah! And whenever he does that, you see this large beam like shoot out of both of his hands that just pierces through the side of this cavern, pierces through the top of what looks to be a large body of water before striking what looks to be a volcano, which then starts spewing, well, a little bit of lava. He settles back into himself and says, "No, I can make this play into my hand. This can work out. I know exactly what I have to do." Before you see him start sort of hovering on the ground, his irises start glowing sort of this yellowish color as he hovers off of the ground with a bit of a smirk on his face. Before that smirk again turns into an expression of anger as he just slams the ground, sending chunks of rock flying everywhere around in his general vicinity. And then just for good measure, he teleports into the air. You see him suddenly appear just a little bit above where he was standing. He aims at the ground, shoots another giant beam of yellowish white light into the ground before this chamber eventually collapses, and you see water begin to rush in from all sides. As when the water overtakes him, you see that he is no longer there.
Chiziki, we have a big problem.
Okay.
He can look like Relicanter.
You mean you don't
Or he can look like what's his name?
Prince Rainer.
He can look like Rainer. He can make himself look like Rainer.
Well, I knew he could look like anyone, but that is definitely concerning, and I will immediately try to raise Ravella on the amulet that everybody can hear, with the exception of Phoenix.
When you raise Ravella, she just says, "Oh, good. It's
Nick,
good to
mute
hear
your
from
mic.
you." Yeah, Nick, mute your mic.
Nick, thank you.
Hold on.
She says, you were expected back at the palace a short time ago. I wasn't expecting you back. Where are you?"
I'm not there. I didn't make plans to be there. I think that was someone else that's also trying to impersonate me.
I'm sorry?
Ravella, if I come back to Primralty, I will let you know ahead of time. If anyone shows up as me, as Rainer, without me telling you, that's an imposter and needs to be put down.
Well, this is deeply concerning. We've had a bit of a situation here. One of your acquaintances showed up a short time ago, and she's actually been very helpful. I just thought this was fishy. There's more going on than what I originally thought. There was a vampire who lost control.
And I just lost audio.
Vampire lost control. Stand by. Stand by.
Hey, one second. Alright, I'm back. There's a vampire that lost control.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
John,
We can hear
me now?
you. We can't hear Sean.
No, I'm here. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay.
She said there was a vampire that lost control in the lower district.
And then I lost it.
Stand by.
Fuck me, dude. It was going so good. It was going good for so a while. And it's like, oh, hey, well, now that he's talking, we're gonna go ahead and... Alright, there. I just went ahead and restarted Discord. Should be good for a minute.
Okay.
Sorry. Vampire lost
So,
control in the lower district.
he says, I've spoken to Erskine, and he swears this is not one of his. But one of your acquaintances will...
Stand by.
Says she knows you. Okay. Yeah. She says, one of your acquaintances, at least she claims to know you, is actually very helpful. She goes by the name of Gwen Blankenship. Well, she apprehended this. She claims to have been an assassin at one point in her life. She apprehended this vampire rather easily.
So, Shiziki, I have a quick question for you. Your messenger.
Sean? Sean, you're muted.
Hang on.
Okay.
Elf.
Okay. Now you're
Alright.
not muted,
was weird.
but you...
Okay.
Yeah.
She had herself muted. There we go.
Yeah, I was hearing myself echo earlier.
Okay.
Try that again.
Right. So, I can send objects to him, the messenger, but he can't send anything back.
No, I mean, like, if you wanted to send an object to somebody else, he can take it to him, right?
I can send an object to anybody on this plane of existence directly. Just the way I sent you that note earlier today.
So, don't be mad. But do you remember when we were in Sea Shroud?
Sure.
And whatever those guys called themselves had those necklaces that allowed them to see, like...
Members of the Triumvirate.
Yeah, they had... Well, anyway, Dorian, like, goes through his personal bag of holding and he pulls out one of the amulets that the Triumvirate had. I have one that I kept for myself. I know you said destroy them all, but I kept one for myself. Would this help you in any way?
Perhaps.
I mean, if you sent it to someone you know in Perimeralty, I mean, I don't know if it could help, but I have one.
It could. In fact, I know who I would send it to.
Right, well, I give him my one amulet.
You gotta be real careful touching it. I mean,
Yeah,
if you're gonna
Well,
touch it, then you're gonna go back to
not-
looking like a changeling.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I take an antithesis and make it in the form of a spear, and I will, like, just put it on the tip of that if you wouldn't mind.
Just the tip.
Just
Dorian.
the tip.
Dorian winks and hangs the necklace on the end of the spear.
I will set it down on the table and continue my conversation with Ravella. So, what else is going on in the city?
Well, what I assumed was you, as I did not know there was a vampire element, has been talking to my father about the fact that there are creatures of the night amongst our midst who must be found and snuffed out for the safety of our people. They have actively begun a search for anyone who may be of vampiric ancestry in the lower level.
Alright. Well, I'll have to have a talk with Father. But I've already spoken, or dealt with most of the people that have an origin of who've passed down their vampiric curse to all of them and vanquished it. So most of these people, and correct me, DM, correct me if I'm wrong, most of the vampires that are in Siege or Primalty now should be turning into regular people and not be vampires anymore, because that's the way
the way it works is that you have to make a tincture of sorts out of the blood of the vampire that turned them. But you know that the people that are part of the resistance were from all walks of life. Many of them were likely turned by people that weren't him. But that's not exactly how it works. If you break the blood tie like that, it doesn't mean the people that were turned by that person automatically turn back. It still takes a potion and a ritual of sorts.
Okay.
Which Aaron knows how to do.
Yes.
Tell them immediately to cease and desist all forms of that operation. I will contact you. In fact, tell Father I will be contacting him this evening directly for further information.
Well, what about the fact that, in his eyes, you're literally already here?
Person is a traitor and an imposter.
And how can I get him to believe that?
Are you near Father?
I am not at the moment, no.
I need you to get to Father.
Okay. And what then?
Give him the amulet.
I'll head that way at once.
Let me know as soon as you find out. Ravella, going forward, I'm going to give you a password. Anyone that claims to be me will know it because we've discussed this. Anyone that claims to be me coming forward, I need you to make sure that you talk to them.
Understand? What is this word?
Mango-flavored diamond-encrusted bananas.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it was Barry Manilow. Mango-flavored diamond-encrusted bananas.
Yes.
Okay. I understand. I will... From any time we communicate from this point forward, I will expect you to say that before any words are exchanged.
And anyone that comes to you that does not know that password, you should assume they're after your life and are extremely dangerous and need to be put to death.
You realize a lot of this is out of my power. I am not queen, and in fact, you...
But you do have influence in the city.
I do, but you understand how my father is. He disregards much of my judgment. I haven't exactly been the best princess for this kingdom.
Bravella, I don't care about what kind of princess you are. I know what you mean to me. I heard Kelly from the other room.
that was a little, yeah, that was a little vomiting.
Alright.
Yeah. I'm just gonna,
People
I have my
love
puke
ice
bucket
cream.
near me, so it's fine. Just had dinner, too.
Go to Father directly. Tell him that the speaker for Reiner is on the other side of this amulet.
I'll head that way at once.
Alright, if you need to do anything else with anybody else, you go ahead, but that's where I'm at right now.
We'll circle back. Oh, Azrael speaks up and says, "So about those steaks."
Oh, yeah, steaks. Sounds good. I look over at the angel. You fucking cheat, and I throw all my cards down. I stand up, storm out.
He's got 3 pair. So, and strangely, at one point in time, he had 5 of a kind, which isn't really possible, but whatever.
Also, me and the rest of the boys are still going out shopping while I'm talking to these people. I'm literally doing that teleconference call as we're walking down the alley heading to the shops. So I want to take away from Aaron and Phoenix being able to do their shopping as they want to. We're still heading to the shops.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll just take Azrael to the dining room, and I will ring the servants' bell and call for all the servants to come join me and Azrael for steaks and Philia, I guess, if she's there. I want to eat with all the servants. Have them eat at the table with me.
You get a nice plate of steaks and steamed and seasoned vegetables. So
Nice. And I will... So, instead of having the
Dwarven
servants
style too.
instead of having the servants serve me, I hand serve all the servants. Now, Azrael, yeah, I'll serve everybody this time. They'll cook the food, I'll just serve it, and I'll pour their drinks.
Oh, well, of course they immediately protest, but eventually, you being in charge of them, give in to your wishes.
Yeah, I'll just tell them, in Dwarven tradition, it doesn't matter how noble you are. There's a certain point when you have to be hospitable and serve guests in your home. I know that this home is as much my home as it is y'all's home. It just only seems fair that every now and then y'all get served as much as you serve. Now, I know that y'all are paid employees, but we're all housemates here. I'll look over at the oh my god, what is that guy's name? The head servant guy. Major Domo.
Yes.
How's that wingback chair? Pretty nice?
Quite comfortable, my lord.
Oh, please, Dorian. I love the stool. It's real good. Yeah, and I don't really have anything. I just wanted to serve the meal for the servants and kind of eat all at the same time. I know that they're probably never in the room whenever we eat, but
Yeah, usually not.
I will sit as far away from Azrael as possible.
And he tries to make small talk with you for the entire meal.
I just keep going, Just keep stuff. Every time he looks like he's about to talk, I put more food in my mouth.
He says to you, now tell me, dwarf, have you ever fought 3 purple worms at the same time while defending a city from an army of bandits? It was fairly chaotic, I must say. But no match for the Sun Skimmers. We once took on a necromancer.
Ophelia,
Powerful.
how was your shopping trip earlier?
It was lovely. Thank you for asking. I got a lovely shade of lipstick that apparently no one fucking likes, but whatever.
Well, I think it's nice. Now that
I just glare.
Worth mentioning, Shiziki, ever since he saw Ophelia's look that everybody loved, is also has a lighter shade of the same type of lipstick that he just keeps on naturally at all times, and a beard now.
This bitch got blush instead of red. This motherfucker got blush.
So you have lipstick on and a really long, thick ass braided beard.
A shorter version of Dorian's beard with no braid.
He's got galaxy eyeshadow going on.
I kind of look over at Aaron and I'm like, does anybody know Suzuki's kind of a copycat?
Nah, shit, Sherlock.
He's definitely going through something.
Well, they're not with us.
Yeah, you're at this point.
So, just reading the group, I'm guessing Gilstead is kind of getting thrown to the wayside.
No, we're
No,
going
I
to
kinda-
before the night's done. We're heading there almost immediately. It's just gonna take us
After
2
shopping.
hours. Yeah.
Like, no comment?
Okay.
Yes, I'm pretty sure Gilstead is not going to happen tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Gavin. I need to make sure I have everything prepared because
Well, right now I'm thinking I prepared a bunch of stuff for Gilstead, but then Aaron had to go scry, so...
We forgot to prepare for Aaron.
You forgot to prepare for me for what?
Wasn't expecting you to scry. I was expecting you to go to Gilstead just to find out where he was while you were there.
Yeah, well, guess what? You're welcome. Thank you for, giving me the armor to allow me to do this. That was your fault.
This is why he said in his next campaign he's not gonna give us as many things as we want.
Yeah, custom content's out the damn window.
There'll still be a lot of custom content, but a lot lower in scale, and a lot, yeah.
Less dick swords, I suppose.
Oh, I'm sure that Sean will still find his way to get his hands on some kind of dick sword.
Yeah, a dildo sword that's only 6 inches. Yeah.
If he plays a sorcerer, then
sword.
it'll be a dick staff.
Look,
His staff
look,
will
if
just
he-
be a giant dildo.
Look, if he does do something like that, Gavin, you have to make it like unreasonably small.
Not small.
I mean-
just thin. All right.
Just narrow.
Just
narrow.
It'll be pencil
Give me
dick.
a needle dick staff.
Pencil
That's
dick.
gonna be the name of it. That's gonna be the name of the staff.
Dick
Oh,
staff.
great.
All right, come on, guys. Let's. I want to stay on
All
track
right,
for the
yeah.
little bit we have left.
Alright.
So that way, at least, like next session, we can jump right into something.
Yeah. But no, I try to find a
Fine.
potion shop. Cause
Okay.
why not?
Yeah, so you find a shop, looking at notes. My notes over here. Alright, yes, you do find a shop. And this shop is called... Lorene's Oddities.
So I'm just gonna tell you what it is I'm looking for. If we
Alright.
find it, if we great. If not, so be it. Let me see.
By the way, Aaron's going with Phoenix
Yeah, you said
because I know Phoenix doesn't have money.
I do have money.
He's got 1,000 platinum.
Oh, okay. Good.
Well,
You can buy your own shit.
I'll be dirty Warbucks. I can fund it. But I'm looking for something very simple. I'm looking for the sexy time potions that I know are very prevalent in Angaria. The things that give you advantage on the Constitution rolls whenever you're having the sexy times.
Potion of Performance. Yeah.
I want those. And then I just want anything kind of like a deadly potion, a deadly poison to be able to put on an arrow. Specialty arrows or deadly arrows. Those are the two main things I'm looking for.
Yeah, I mean, as
Also-
far as the Potions of Performance goes, she tells you, oh yes, this is our best seller, so we make sure we keep well stocked. I have about 30 of them on hand at the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna need roughly about 30, so that really works out.
Oh. Well then. That will cost you... That'll be 1,000 gold pieces per potion.
I will give her 100 platinum.
That's per potion.
That's a lot of money. How much is that then? You said 1,000, so that's what, 10,000 platinum?
I believe that was 30,000.
Okay, 30,000 gold, so that would be...
Well, 30,000 gold, so that would be 3,000 platinum.
In my inventory, how much platinum do I have? I have...
I like how this whole team just based money off of platinum.
Yeah.
Like screw
sorta.
gold, just platinum.
We're gonna use banking currency.
Can I get a group discount rate? Because I'm spending a lot of money for this.
A group discount. Now we don't get requests
Bulk-
for that
bulk?
too terribly often.
Bulk discount? Well, I'm
Oh,
sure you would
bulk
get group discounts for this
discount,
type of
but
potion.
That's something.
Hold
different.
up. I pull his Suzuki to the side. Alright, Gavin, is the seller male or female?
Female.
I pull Suzuki to the side. Yo, maybe if you sleep with her, she'll give you a discount.
You know, I don't just sleep with everybody, despite what all of you think. But I will look at her and give her a smile and a
The
wink,
sexy
like,
smolder? No, you gotta give her the sexy smolder.
I'll give her the sexy smolder and wiggle the eyebrows a bit. I'm like, I don't suppose I can get a little something, and it's weird because I'm using my eyebrows a whole lot during this whole thing. Maybe a discount. I feel like I'm gonna already have to put enough work into it using all those potions. Wink, 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 wink.
Make a performance, or not performance. Make a general charisma check.
It can't be persuasion. I feel this should be persuasion.
You can do persuasion. That's fine.
Yeah, that's a plus 17 for persuasion. Yeah, that's a 36.
I'm not going to RP this because it makes it feel super awkward. But she looks at you and basically says, "Only if you use one of those for her."
Oh, dude, I told you, bro. You gotta, you know what you gotta do now.
Sure, that'll happen. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'll be in touch. But only
And-
if the price is right. You know, I gotta take care of these.
Because she'll give it to you half off.
Yeah, she will. How much was that then? Half off?
That would be 15,000 gold, so 1,500 platinum.
I will buy it for 1,500 platinum. Oh my god, that's so much.
And she leads you to the back room, and you have sexy time.
No, I didn't. I said later, not now. We are not doing it now.
No, she demands now.
I look. I just had a big bean burrito. I'm not really in a good place right now for that sort of thing.
Aaron just starts banging his head to the counter.
It's just not in the cards at the moment.
She's reaching over the counter, grabbing you by the collar, trying to lead you around the back of the counter.
Look.
I will be sure to come back this evening.
She's walking.
Look, I smack Suzuki on the back. I'm like, it's not like you're having anal. Go back have fun.
Oh, by the way, as they go to the back room.
There's no as. I am not going back to the back of the room.
As they go to the back room.
She's pulling on the collar of your armor, trying to get you to walk with it.
I love.
I start pushing him back. I start pushing him back there.
She's walking. She's walking, and she's.
I start pushing him back.
She's got a surprising amount of strength to her.
I love.
I start helping her. I start helping her.
You are about this, but again, I have other places I have to be. I'm sorry.
You see, she's not taking no for an answer. You're at the door. She's trying to pull you through the door.
And I cast.
Oh, I'm helping.
I cast far step.
I'm helping.
I'm out the door.
I dispel it. I dispel.
You're gonna counterspell?
I'll counterspell it. I try to push him in there.
What level counterspell are you using? Well, you actually counterspell.
I can only do 3rd level.
Yeah. All right. So roll a spellcasting ability check.
Okay, hold on. Spellcasting ability check. Is that that's
You know
in?
what?
That's for
If
you.
If that's the case, I have to counterspell his counterspell.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna counterspell his counterspell.
Yep.
Skill pass.
Okay, never mind. And yours is at 5th level, so it automatically wins.
Oh,
Yeah,
You know what, guys?
alright.
I gotta get to the next step. I'll see you over there. Okay, bye. And I turn invisible.
Well, she looks at the rest of you and says, "Well, that's still gonna be 30,000 then."
Well, yo, I'm not paying that. I don't got that kind of money. That was all him, bro.
Do you have any potions of haste?
I have
get
one.
this over with. I'll take it. I don't care. Just give it to me.
Okay. Hold on one second.
Do you have like any, I don't know, cool potions? I don't know. You got any like interesting potions that
So
are like
that
rare
potion-
and unusual?
That potion of speed is going to be 20,000 gold pieces.
Okay. Here.
Do you have 2,000 platinum?
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Do you have anything? Alright. I'm just gonna be fucking blunt, and I'm just gonna be.
I was planning on putting the money on the table. Did I get the potions?
She wasn't gonna give you the deal until the deed was done.
Oh my god, fucking audio cut out.
She wasn't gonna give you the deal until the deed was done.
Oh, so I got nothing out of that.
No.
Yo, Aaron, hey, can you tell her I'll come back this evening if you can get me some of those the potions?
It's like the worst wingman ever. You're gonna have to...
Telepathy, but you know it's okay.
You don't. Buddy, your pal. So Shizuki, I'm gonna speak into his mind.
Shiziki wants you to, sweet talk her and tell her she's gonna come back later, but let me do my business first, and then you can do that. All right,
Oh.
cool, sweet man. So yeah, so sweetheart, I need some shit that you don't normally sell to people. Some good shit, so like the highest quality shit you got. I need what you got. Give it to me.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
buy cocaine again?
What do you mean that I don't normally sell to people? This is Angaria. My entire stock is available. You want some black sap? I have that. You want some suit? I have that. You want some hero dust? I got that too.
How
I
much
have
hair dust? How much hair? I need as much. I need all of your hair dust. I need all your sued. I need all your drugs. All of them.
I
That's
see.
gonna
Well,
be so expensive, buddy.
How much is all of your drugs?
all of them? My entire stock of every single drug that I have.
Yeah, I didn't know what
That'll
your,
cost you about, we'll say, 2 million gold pieces. I have quite a lot.
how many that. How much is okay? 2 million. How much is that in platinum?
That is 200,000 platinum.
God damn it.
How about we just speak of, because I'd rather not lose, as much as I appreciate your enthusiasm, I'd much rather not lose all of my stock. How about we just speak about some of the options that I have? Of course, I have just standard old cannabis here as well, but may I recommend the black sap? This is a relatively new drug. that
Nick,
is-
mute your mic.
Oh shoot, sorry. Is that better?
Thank you.
Sorry, I was playing with my fan.
All right. You know what? I just need the strongest drug you got.
the strongest drug that I have. Let me think. I mean, it's all rather subjective here.
No, I need something that will it's like horse tranquilizer. It's gonna knock somebody on their ass if I inject them with it.
I need to think on that one. We have some sooth salt. Sooth salt. That's some good stuff.
If I can shoot a dart into somebody's ass, and it will put them in either a really hallucinating fucking fucked up trip, or it'll put them gone. Like their mind is no longer capable of doing shit.
Oh, well, see, I'm not sure if you could use the sooth salts then. See, those are ingested to the form of a sort of lozenge. You know, you let it dissolve in your mouth.
Now I need to be able to put it into a needle. I'll pull out one of my darts. See this? Glass vial, needle. It goes into somebody, and then it injects.
And you
I
can
need-
just ask her what it does when they take one.
See,
Okay, what does it do?
the sooth salts that they're typically characterized as you'll know they're used as you'll see a bit of a red stain possibly on the inside of their lips or on the outside of their mouth, and she sort of giggles and lifts like her upper lip up, and you see that it is like stained red, like right where her front teeth are. She says, but yes, you'll see this is a powerful hallucinogen.
Awesome. As an alchemist, do I know if I actually kind of put some water in these things and kind of actually dissolve them down, they'll work?
Think it could be possible, yes. They are the same.
They're the same.
So, yeah, like you would think you can, but regardless, if you change the form like that, it'll probably lose a little potency, but it should
So
still
got
work.
it. Two salt lozenges for one needle. Got it. I'll take about how much for 8 of those?
Of these lozenges, let's see. These will run you about 1,500 gold pieces a pop, so that is about 12,000 gold pieces for 8 of these lozenges.
Cool. How much? Okay, DM. How much in platinum?
You always just take a 0 away. So if these are 1,500, then
Okay, cool. I handed the platinum.
1,200 platinum.
I handed all the platinum. I pat Ding Dong in the back and go, have fun. See you later. Go to the next place, and I'm gonna go to the next shop. I'm just literally going shopping.
I'm
By the
just
way,
gonna
thank
do a
you for
quick-
your contribution, whoever got the wild mount, because it came with a lot of drugs.
I just want to do a quick pop in to the store. I will change forms and change outfits into just regular Ingaria civilian look.
Okay.
Excuse me, pardon me, good miss.
Talking to the same person?
Yeah, same shop.
But you don't look like yourself.
No, I look like somebody else
Okay.
now. Average Joe
Oh,
Schmo.
yes.
I was
Hello, Mr. Schmo.
hoping to find a potion, maybe. I need something that inhibits good decisions. Maybe something that makes those that imbibe it not as proficient with their best choices of wisdom. Basically,
You know,
I'm looking for something that gives disadvantage on wisdom saving throws.
I kind
Oh,
of interrupt him, and I'm
that's-
like, "Hey, I was here first. Back off."
Yes, of course. So if you would just wait your turn.
Oh,
Yes, fire Ganassi fellow.
well,
Yes.
fine.
All right.
Punk
So-
ass.
So, what is your most rarest potion you have?
Rarest? Are we speaking what may or may not be contraband in other kingdoms? Would you like this to be legal everywhere? I mean, it's all legal here, of course. This is Angaria, but would
I mean,
would
just
you be
tell me the
transporting it
interesting.
elsewhere?
Just tell. I don't care if it's legal in other areas. Just tell me if what does the potion do exactly?
Again, my fantasy grounds is fucking up. Okay, here we go. Let's see. As far as the rarest potion that I have a few potions of diminution. Those are rather rare. But something tells me you want something with a little more flair than, just being able to shrink your body. Let me think. I have one and only one potion of invulnerability. And let me advise, it is rather pricey.
Hello? Okay. Y'all's audio cut out. Sorry, I couldn't hear y'all. What was that?
Okay. She said she has one potion of invulnerability, but then it advised that it is rather pricey.
How much are we saying?
50,000 gold pieces, not a gold piece less.
Okay. How about I do this? So remember my friend? He said he would. Remember the friend that was buying that 30 potions? He said he would be back to to renegotiate and redo that deal that y'all had. How about you give me a little bit of discount on that, and he will do some freaky stuff in that bedroom with you.
I've heard such.
I'm talking whatever you want in your wildest dream.
I highly doubt that. I've heard such promises before.
Trust me, he gives me his word. I've already talked to him. He gives me his word.
What, am I to assume you know from experience? I mean, I do
Oh,
not judge. I do not judge.
No.
Well, then how would you know? How could you tell me that if you haven't seen it for yourself?
I haven't seen it for myself, but I've heard many stories.
People talk.
Too many stories. No, from an actual person he's done it with. It's kind of horrifying. But yeah, anything of your wildest dreams, he'll do.
You seem rather interested in your friend's sex life. Would you care to?
No. Okay. All right, you're twisting this way too out of proportionate. Look.
I'm just gonna.
All I'm saying.
Do I need to step out? This seems kind of awkward. What y'all are getting into here.
Look, if I have to, I'll pay this fine gentleman to, he might be into that, but a little bit of a discount, come on.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
What?
That was bad, Nick.
Shut up! Get out
Hey,
here!
my friend will
Shut
have
up.
sex with you if you give me a discount.
No, you already agreed to that. I'm talking about doing whatever she fantasizes about.
I didn't agree to nothing except for just giving her a little wink.
Look. You said you agreed to the
Persuasion
deal
check
at first,
with disadvantage.
and then I'm your wingman, so it doesn't this is just me and her deal, okay? Persuasion.
Still giving you disadvantage.
Yep. All right. You know what? Oh yeah, because I just have a +1 on that one. Come on, nat 20. Oh.
18
Disadvantage?
and 19. God, he rolled an 18 and a 19.
She says, "Well, since you seem to know so much about it yourself, I assume I'm not going to assume too much, since you do not appear to be walking with a limp. However, color me intrigued. I'll sell it to you for 40,000.
Deal.
She just calls you gay, by the way. Anyway. But all right, so she'll sell you the. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I'm
Okay.
sorry, my thing cut out. Yeah, I can hear you now.
So she'll sell it to you for 40,000.
All right, deal. 40,000 it is. I'll just subtract that from that, and I'll pay you in gold. I'm not fancy like my other friends.
Many people are. I mean, this is the Banner district, so not exactly used to being paid in platinum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well.
that's fine, Kelly.
How much was it?
40,000 gold pieces.
40. Okay.
Now, what this potion will do is, for about a minute after you drink it, you will find that you are very resistant to damage. Metagame speaking, it gives you resistance to all damage for 1 minute.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
So, and it is a silvery looking potion that almost looks like molten metal.
Cool. All right. Well, I think that'll be all for me. Thank you. And my friend will be back to renegotiate or like to go through his deal.
She looks at you and
How's that
says,
working now?
She says, "I'm taking your word for that. I mean, if he doesn't show, you have to take his place." But she's, I would imagine, sort of catches you off guard with that.
How thirsty
Yeah,
is this
yeah.
biz?
Dude, your sexy smolder really got to her, bro.
Apparently that flipped a crazy switch. I didn't realize. But anyhow, now if I may, I don't need 30 of those, but maybe 5 of what he was talking about, and also, like I said, anything that might make someone a little less wise on some decisions.
Oh, well, you're looking for the black sap. That will do very nicely for what you are looking for. See, black sap has a very similar effect as alcohol might, where somebody could get rather loopy, lose their inhibitions, but also it really, really has a nice calming effect. Excuse me just a moment. As she grabs this vial out of her bag that's filled with like this black liquid and downs it real quick. I'm sorry, what was your name? Who are you? Who are all of you? Oh yes, I was doing a sale. Anyway, this stuff's great. It's real great.
Sure, might we finish the purchase here? I'm sorry, but I'd really like to get back to this. I have other matters to attend to.
Yes, of course. As she starts like, well, she literally looks like she's nodding off in front of you. Yeah. This'll just be like, I don't know. Just give me some money.
I will lay down 2 platinum in front of her.
She she grabs another one out of her purse and just like, here you go, and just like thrusts it like forcefully into your hands.
So what? Again, all I'm looking for is about 5 potions for the Constitution things, and then whatever you have.
Sure, just
available?
give me some money for those.
Absolutely, I'll give you so much more than before, and I'll lay down 3 platinum on the table on top of that.
All right, let me actually make an insight check for her on this one, with disadvantage. It's a big old 9. 3 for 5 of those. That's gonna be like at least 10.
Yeah, that seems fair. And then for the potions that inhibit wisdom.
Oh, I already gave you that. It's this stuff. As she pulls another one out of her bag. See, this stuff right here. Before she downs it.
So how many of those do I have?
She only handed you one.
And
then she kinda-
just a couple more,
then she-
maybe.
Oh, here you go. She tosses you the one that she just drank like half of to you.
Maybe something that hasn't been already trialed and sampled.
Well, now you're just being picky.
In fact, do I see any more of those like on the shelves anywhere?
I mean, there's literally a drug shelf in this place.
I'm gonna
like an
fucking
entire
just,
wall.
I'm just gonna steal as many of those as I can while she's distracted. I'm gonna be like, what about that in the back over there? If you could turn around and go point that out for me, what does that do? And then I'm gonna just fucking steal it
Alright, give me a sleight of hand check.
with advantage. With
No, it's more like
advantage.
her check would be with disadvantage.
Fine.
You happy with that 32?
I will make do. Let's be honest.
Alright.
If she rolled not 20, she still wouldn't have been able to beat me.
No. Alright, let me look up all my drugs.
I want something that gives, like I said, I'm looking for strong poisons, something that gives disadvantage on wisdom saving throws, and my sexy time potion. Those are the only three things I'm really looking for here.
Okay, so you make a I don't even know what to call this. This would be an alchemy check if you had alchemy. So, but I can't give you that because you don't. But
It'd
it's
be
more
a
of
medicine check.
yeah. Make a medicine check. Okay, you do find something up on the wall of, well, drugs that looks like it might not be such a good thing to have. It's essentially what appears to be this vial of this like blue swirling liquid. Almost like a mana potion, but it has almost like an ominous feel to it. For one, the label, like the bottle is labeled with a big skull and crossbones. But
the
it's
way-
like this blue milky liquid. It's almost like a much more pale blue than like a mana potion would be. And by the way, what, Brandon?
Element telepathy. Shaziki, you still in there getting shit? What you
At the
getting?
moment, I don't know. Things. I'm stealing stuff. I don't know what they are. I'm
You
just
see-
taking them.
You see
Well,
this
just-
bottle does have a label on the shelf below it that says Frigid Woe.
Have I ever heard of Frigid Woe? I am a member of this
Have-
town.
Let's see. You did make that medicine check. You know that Frigid Woe, while not really a poison, is a very virulent disease. The biggest, like, distinguishing factor of Frigid Woe is how difficult it is to treat it. Even traditional, like, magical methods that clerics or paladins might take do not cure this disease. It takes much more powerful magic to do so, very powerful healers, and it is not an easy disease to cure. Essentially what this disease does is it inhibits the body's ability to react to magical healing.
Nifty. Alright. I'm gonna steal the shit that I can steal with this, and then I'll be on my way.
There was just one vial of this Frigid Woe.
Okay, did I get any of my sexy time potions and my disadvantage?
You
on
got 5 of
wisdom
those,
saves? 5?
and you have 3 vials of black sap.
And those give disadvantage on wisdom saving throws?
I'll say they do, because it calls it a powerful intoxicant.
How
So-
many people can one vial affect? Do I know that?
It would probably take the whole thing, you would think, seeing as you saw her chug a vial.
If I put 3 vials together and put it into a large concoction, could it affect multiple people?
Possibly, but you wouldn't exactly know.
Okay.
Aaron would though.
Well,
I would know.
I will speak to my boys about this shortly afterward. But 5 sexy time potions. What is the sexy time potion called? Aside from sexy time? I just want to call them sexy time potions.
Potion of performance.
Can I call them sexy time potions and you'll know what that is?
I mean, I figure I'll know what that is. Yeah.
I will put them in my inventory as 5 sexy time potions.
Yes, I will know what that is.
Thank you. And after that, I will rejoin the rest of the group and be like, hey, my boys. It's Shiziki, by the way. I know I look a little different. Have you guys, what do you know about combining black sap vials and seeing if it could affect multiple people all at once?
Give me
Need me to
5
chime in.
seconds.
I can.
Give me 1 second. What do I know?
So
Well, that's 29.
the thing about black sap is that it's a very new drug. Like Shiziki, you haven't even heard of it before. It must be some new street drug that just hit the market. I mean, even with your roll, you can guess as to the effects it might have. Like, it has some hallucinogenic factors, mild hallucinogenic factors. It's an intoxicant. But at this point, you just know what you've heard, that it's a newer drug. It causes you to sort of lose your inhibitions. It's like, drinking black sap would almost, like, comparing to real life, I would compare to, like, drinking absinthe.
So, I'm gonna jump to this just after all this is said and done, because I want to make sure everybody's involved with this anyhow. But we can continue on doing the shopping thing and all that. Has Ravella gotten back to me? Because I just want to make sure this conversation happens while everybody is here. At least everybody with the exception of Kelly.
She's gotten back to you, and she says,
Yeah, we can do the shopping thing, but I know if anybody's wanting to get off by 11, I actually want to just do this before everybody leaves.
Okay.
Yeah, because I got work in the morning.
Sure.
Here, I'm going to delete that black sap from your inventory because I've already added it to your inventory for you.
Okay.
So, she says, I'm with Father, and, Raynor is here too.
Okay. Would you please give the amulet to Father?
She says, Father,
Don't
somebody
tell him
wishes-
what's going on, just hand him the amulet.
you hear a voice in the background that says, excuse me, Father, may I, speak to this emissary or whoever it is that she wishes to speak with you first? I just wish to make sure that they do not waste your time. He says, that's quite alright, Reyna. I can handle this myself. You will be king one day, but for now, this is my matter to attend to. He takes the amulet and says, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. This is King Oshaka of the Primralty people.
Your Majesty, my name is Shiziki Belrook. As you should know, I speak for your son on multiple occasions. I need you to smile, nod, and make it seem like this is the most boring and generic conversation you've had just for performance purposes. I need to inform you of something. The man in the room with you is an imposter. Your son is with me right now. After speaking with Ravella, he's made it an immediate emergency that you need to be made aware. Whoever's in the room with you has the absolute intention of either killing you or putting Primralty in danger.
These are quite some accusations you are making.
Reiner is with me and he's giving me the instructions. What's that? Yes, sir. He's giving me instructions to give you in real time. He wants you to go ahead. Yes, sir. I'm letting you know.
And why should I believe that the Raynor that is with you is truly the real one? What if you are the one being played for a fool?
When this conversation is done, I will send a spell towards you. You know that I am the speaker for Reiner. He's already made that discussion clear. A spell that
And
I
he's
send you,
spoken very good things about you since he arrived.
I will send a spell towards you that will, part of the spell, let you know my identification. Believe me, whoever is there with you right now will kill you, will kill Ravella, and, yes sir, is also a part of the abduction conspiracy against the actual Rainer. Whatever he's asking of you, I think he's made it clear that he wants to wipe out the vampires. The vampires, yes sir, yes sir, the vampires are allies that Rainer has
They are
plans
vampires
for.
who have
They
infiltrated
are...
this city against my knowledge.
Oh,
He told me
says that-
himself that he did not know that there were vampires within the
He's
mist.
saying that you didn't know that there were vampires. He says that that was confusion at the time, and he hasn't been able to get back to you at the moment. What? Confusion at the time, yes sir, that he wasn't able to get back to you. But the vampires, without a doubt, are allies. Yeah. Okay. Enemy against my enemy is my ally. Vampires, while not necessarily to be trusted as a whole, are definitely someone that we can use to help against our enemies as the current.
Vampires will not be allowed to live in this city.
Vampire... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to hand you over to
Yes, I was about to ask that. If you could if is supposedly there with you, if you could do whatever it is you're doing, but with him.
Your Majesty, a moment. Doing that whole microphone thing when you swap it over to somebody else. Yeah, no, I said, what? No, just give me the damn thing. Thank Father.
I want to say my son, but
Father,
can
I
I
don't
be
know
sure?
who's in the room with you, but they are not me. Whoever's there, and I think I've already figured it out, is a man by the name of Relicanter. He's an imposter that I've made enemies with. He's also in alliance with the organization that abducted me. He's dangerous. Don't trust a word he says. If you need proof, I'll provide it. The vampires I can go ahead and give you further explanation on later, but I don't have the fucking time to deal with right now. Pardon my language. But we don't have the time to go back and forth on this. Summon your best guards. Summon anyone and tell them that you're bringing your best men to attend to him in his wishes to be able to vanquish the vampires in the city. Play along. We will be there shortly. But know this, when we arrive, that man, without any question about it, needs to be killed. He is a danger to me, to the family, to the city. He will be put down. Primralty's future is at stake.
When he, I feel weird even saying that, arrived, he demanded the immediate release of Lakoth, which has already been granted. He is standing in the room with me right now.
Lakoth was a traitor. You already know this. He is affiliated with the same organization that Lakoth is a part of. If that isn't proof in itself, I'll provide it.
I was informed that there was a misunderstanding, that the symbol on their book was simply a
Father,
ceremonial symbol to his family.
I'm informing you now. They're both out for your life and to inhibit, if not destroy, the future of Primralty.
And Vondel from Gilstead happens to be here now. What am I to do with him?
Every one of them in the room is an opportunity. They're all traitors to the crown.
I've vetted Baron Vondel. I trust him. Is it at least a possibility that he may not be involved with this alleged plot? That he may simply just be the Baron of Gilstead?
Do I know who Baron Vondel is?
Yeah, he's the Baron of Gilstead. You don't know much about him. You just know he's a dwarf.
It's possible he's under the same influence that you are. But you also trusted Lakoth. Lakoth is a traitor. Whoever that is that's standing in the room with you is your enemy. We will be there shortly. We will destroy everyone in that room that is a traitor to the crown. I'm going to send my best. Which means
I suggest,
I
if this really
already
is my
have...
son that I'm speaking to, you bring with you some proof that you are who you say you are when you arrive. Something that he cannot give me.
My emissary, my spokesperson here, has an ability to send objects to you in the blink of an eye. Is there a moment that you can step away and not be in front of this person?
I can.
Do it.
I can do that right now. You hear him. Excuse me, my son. This is very important business. To do with some of the other kingdoms. I must retire to my study, as you know I must do. Clear my head. It's distracting, it's disorienting, having this sort of discussion in the midst of company. I'll be back shortly. And you hear a voice on the other side. Well, yes, of course, father, I do understand. I'll
I will
hold
reach
things down.
into my bag and I will bring out the crown of Primalty that I have. That's the actual prince's crown. I'll cast Galder Speedy Courier. My diplomat has this spell. He will send it to you. You'll know that it's from him just because of the way the spell is made. And I will send him the crown of Raynor.
He looks it over and says, I would know this crown anywhere. This is the royal crown of the Primralty.
Stash it away. Don't let him see. Call for the captain of the guard. Send a messenger to the new temple that I had built. I have people there that I know will be of benefit to this. There's one in particular named Gwen Blankenship. She's an ally. Have her attend to be there. Tell him that you're gathering the troops to be able to deal with this vampire insurgents in the city, and that you need to gather the troops there at the Citadel to assist him. When I arrive...
Gwen Blankenship, who is she?
She's a friend. She's a dangerous friend, but a friend. In fact, I tell you what, I can't be there, but I will send my diplomat. I will send the 7 that also rescued me. When they arrive, we will begin the attack. Don't let him know what we're doing. Don't give any warning to him. But we will arrive there immediately, and when we do, we will begin the attack. Let the captain of the guard know. Make sure that Gwen is aware. Afterward, we will begin the attack.
There's also something I must ask you about. I've only heard word, but from my understanding, a very skilled bounty hunter just arrived here. He claims to know your diplomat. He goes by the name of Genzo. Is he to be trusted?
Trusted might not be the case, but his skills are. Genzo
My
is
boy
also a friend.
Genzo.
Have Genzo be paired with Gwen, and we will put an end to this imposter. I cannot tolerate another threat to Primralty. You have my word, Father. As your son, and as the future king of Primralty, I will ensure its safety and put down any threat to the city.
I will have Gwen and Genzo on standby.
Have them in the room. We will teleport in there, and we will put an end to this farce.
Indeed. I will have Ravella contact you again immediately before this occurs.
Thank you, Father. I look forward
Just
to
to make
this.
sure we're on the same page. And thank you, my son. Once again, you have not disappointed me. You will be a strong king one day. I can see it.
I only hope to further the reputation and growth of our cities. And then I'll go and cut communication.
Okay.
So I guess we're going to Promross.
I would guess we going to Primralty. We gonna go fuck up Rally Canter.
I would just like to point out that Sean guessed that's where he would be ahead of time.
Yeah, I did.
You're welcome for the scrying, by the way, because if it
Thank
wasn't
you.
for the scrying, you never would have fucking actually known it. We would have gone all the way there, and shit would have been fucked.
I was
On a
thinking about
Gilstead
checking
to find that he wasn't there.
I was thinking about checking in with Ravella about it, but I didn't actually do it. You jumped the gun, and you definitely helped me out there, Aaron. So props to you, my man. Let's go fuck up the dude that blew up your house.
Right?
So anyway,
So I can get my answers.
right. I just want to get that handled, but we can do the shopping thing and all that. I just wanted to so everybody kind of know why we're doing whatever it is we're doing on the next session. I will say this. I want to say to my father, is there any, or not my father, but the king, is there any way you can stall him to say that you're gathering the forces to get everyone there, at least for an hour?
I believe this can be done.
Cool. I will. I gotta drink a potion because I've already burned through. Because I've been sending my fucking speedy courier stuff and had to counterspell a dude, so I didn't have to bang a shopkeeper. I had to burn through all my spell slots, so I'm gonna drink a potion right quick.
All right.
And I will drink a potion of Jar of Arcana Mennonites, because that'll give me all 4 of them back. And I'll write a couple notes. I'll write one note to Gwen saying, I need a favor to return for the favor that I did you, please. Head to the kingdom. There's someone that's impersonating Raynor. Keep it under wraps. But we will be putting him down. I need your skills. Please be there. I'll have you work with a friend of mine by the name of Genzo. Then again, I'll send another note to Genzo informing him the situation. Then again, I'll send another note because I want to see what they're fucking capable of the brothers.
Hey,
Okay.
Shiziki,
Yes.
your courier spell only works for this plane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I need you to send a message to somebody.
If you can either give me a potion or an hour, I can cast it again because I had to use all.
I'm gonna pull.
I'm sorry.
Gonna pull out.
I get 4 spell slots. That's right. So I can do that. I can do it one more time.
I'll hand him a potion anyways. Hand him the platinum, and go. Send. Be on standby. May need assistance. Send it to Claresi Brightshot.
Let me do 391. Okay. You give me whatever note you want to, and I'll just send it to her.
I'll write down the note, hand it to him.
So,
Okay.
4 notes.
Wait. Actually, no,
notes
no,
going
you
out.
don't need to do that. I have the amulet telepathy. Never mind.
Okay, so 3 notes. 3 notes going out for mine, and then Aaron can do whatever it is he wants to with that. 1 to Genzo, 1 to Gwen, and 1 to the rogue, whatever his face was, of the 4 Glade brothers.
Hey, have y'all
Saying
gotten
that
back
was
to
a
the
rogue.
house yet?
Have you done what?
Gotten back to the house yet?
No.
You guys have been there. I think.
No, we're
No,
still
we
out.
haven't got
Oh,
back
no,
to the
you're
house.
out shopping. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did the.
Uh,
That's why he just did the whole freaking thing, so that way, in case you wanted to go to bed, you could.
Oh, well, I got something for when y'all go back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll send one to Rill 4 Glade, and informing of the same situation.
And then I'm going to put on the amulet telepathy and try to contact
Not gonna
Clarissa.
lie, there's a fair chance that this dude's gonna just get killed by NPCs, because I got a lot of powerful NPCs that are gonna be joining in on this fight.
That's fine. Clarissa.
We got about 5 powerful NPCs that will be joining us on the fight if we keep him in that room.
Yep. Clarissa.
Are y'all planning on going straight there, like right now?
When in an
Shouldn't
hour.
Probably.
Oh shit, there's 6 because I'm gonna have Azrael there.
And if I have
There's gonna be
Clarissa
so
and
many
her
tokens
brother.
on the damn map for this. That's all
Clarissa.
I'm thinking. Yeah, Aaron, it's good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you. How are you feeling? How
All
you
right.
doing? I got a question for you.
Of course. What is it?
You want to come help me kill a person that wants to become a god?
I would love to, but we sort of have our hands tied at the moment.
What do you mean?
This strange being has appeared on our world. Tentacles from the sky.
No.
We're
No,
a little
no, no,
tied
no, no, no.
up at the moment.
No. Why would you should have told me sooner.
It just happened.
Fuck. Shiziki.
Yes?
Yeah. Big tentacle bad dude? It's on Clarissa's fucking world.
Did they have their own sparks that they need to collect?
Do you have sparks?
We do not.
They don't.
Then let's put an end to Relicanter. It seems like we have a very easy opportunity to be able to knock this out today. And then let's move on to the desert.
Okay, because her world's being attacked as we speak.
And I think if we can just deal with this whole Relicanter issue immediately, we can get on to our actual path in the desert to get the last spark and pull his influence from hopefully their world as much as ours.
Clarissa, make me a promise. If it gets too much of hell, you contact me and then you get your ass here.
I'm sorry, I cannot make that promise. We are solidarity. We will do what it takes to protect our world.
It's a god. You can't kill it.
That as it may be, we cannot turn our backs on the people that we've sworn to protect.
Then get them to wherever you can to make it safe as far to the corner of the opposite side it is. Get as many people as you can. We're working on a way to kill it. We have a way.
Stand, but in the meantime, I have no choice but to fight to protect them.
Don't die on me.
I
And
promise I will not.
And he's going to, and then Aaron's going to end the communication there, and look at Shazik and go, we need to move.
I agree wholeheartedly. I just hate the fact that most of my abilities are down at the moment. But such is the way. If you don't mind, I'm going to take it easy for the rest of this hour. I'll just meet you all back at the house. I'll have Azrael teleport us when you return, but I feel it would be best for me to rest at least for an hour before we continue on and teleport to Primralty.
Some of us need... Alright. Well,
I got some metagame. I got 2 luck points. I don't have Shadow Form at all, and my 8th and 9th spells are already burned.
I think, does Shadow Form take a short or a long rest to recharge?
I think that takes a long rest. You tell me,
Yeah, I
man.
think so.
You get
Pretty sure
you're
it
the one
takes
that
a
makes
long
it.
rest.
I literally cannot go into Shadow Form today. I've already burned my Soul Stone and everything too, so I can't do that.
we gotta wait 6 hours. We
Right.
need some sleep.
I don't think we're gonna be able to stall him for 8 hours. I think we can stall him for an hour.
And you can also only benefit from 1 long rest per day, and it's also kind of noon, so You've already benefited from one.
So I'm not going to be able to bring my full potential to the fight. So I need...
Good thing I got both of mine.
Sweet. I do not. Unless we can kill like 10 people today and I can just suck out their souls in the next hour?
Yeah, give it to me.
Go on to a murdering spree in the Argyle district.
If you think you can get 10 souls into this stone in the next hour, by all means. And
Give it to me.
I'll hand him the soul stone.
I'm gonna jump on Solomon and we're gonna book it.
To where?
The Argyle district. As far deep into the Argyle district as I possibly can get.
And just gonna go on a killing spree in the Argyle district?
No, just we have to play this out. You have to go with me on this one.
Okay, we're gonna have to handle that next session, though.
Sure. I
Actually,
will
no,
tell
hey,
them
Gavin,
if you continue
if
to
you
do
have a
shopping,
time next week,
again, poison arrows and potions and things like that, great. But otherwise, I need to rest in the short amount of time that we have. And I will head back to the manor to take an hour's rest, so I can get my spell slots back.
Sit in the hot tub for an hour.
Yeah, dude. Whatever I can do. But that's all I can do for the next hour, because I want to make sure, because I literally had to burn 3 out of my 4 spell slots just passing on those messages. And I will say in those messages, just to clarify, everyone that got it knows that Lakoth is a traitor, that the Rainer is an actual imposter that needs to die, and that the other one that's the Duke of the other place, his allegiance is questionable. We don't know whether he's a friend or foe.
I told y'all we should have killed Genzo a long ass time ago.
Genzo's still an ally. Get
Sure.
dick.
Sure.
So, that's what I will. I'll do, and I'll head back to the manor to go rest up and get myself a good back rub from one of the handmaidens.
Did you send a message to Valastrios?
I will write in, now that you mention it, because that needs to happen, I'll write in my fucking thing the entire situation, what's going on to Valastrios.
Gavin, does Valastrios has any idea where Permalthy is? Because I know the primal cities only came around after the disaster.
He knows where it is, and he's heard of it. I mean, it's...
Hey.
What's up?
I'm jumping off, but Gavin, if you want to meet with me, if you want to meet up for even if it's just a phone call for 5 minutes, because I'm pretty sure it's only going to take me 5 to 10 minutes to kill 10 people, we can do it sometime next week if you want, or in the next couple weeks if you want to.
You ever heard of Jack the Ripper? No, it's Aaron the Ripper.
I know, you're just going to be going through this just impoverished
this would be the
district.
city to do it in, I'm just saying.
Oh, and guess what? I'm going to use just my bow to do this shit, too.
Also, I will make a point of saying to Aaron before we leave, you may want to go and attach that arrowhead to an arrow shaft.
I will do that on the way to killing people.
Oh, he's also gonna do it in point blank range.
Oh shit, you're still here?
Actually, technically I could pull out daggers and start stabbing people. I have the dex for it.
I will also, because he's around, I'll snap my fingers. I want to do 2 things actually. When I get back to the camp, or back to the manor, talk to Mither's brother about getting my saddle, if it's done, and Jimmy's new belt.
But that'll have to be in 2 weeks.
Sure, but I'm just saying, if that's the case, I will also snap my fingers and tell Jimmy to come back to me.
Alright, guys. I'm gonna head out to you.
Alright, man. But I'll tell
Me
Jimmy to come
too.
back to me, and I'll give him the belt. Whatever belt. It's either the old belt or the new one, but there you go. Alright.
Yeah.
On that note, I think we're done. Are we done?
I believe so.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and kill the stream.
There was a lot of fucking around in this session, and before it
Oh,
finally
yeah.
picked up.
I told you, man.
That was, bro, that freaking shop clerk was like really just into everybody, man.
Super thirsty. Super thirsty.
He was
for
high,
girls.
you know.
She was like, I
Peace
wanna
and
fuck you,
love.
I wanna fuck you, I wanna fuck you.
Hey,
Yeah.
peace and love.
Show you some Jesus.